everyone, and welcome back to The Beer, The Buy, and The Beautiful. How is everyone doing today?
Meh.
Beautiful.
Yep. Wait.
Whoa.
Nope.
Okay.
Manual
edit.
Bye.
You're wrong one. No, you can't tell everybody what we are.
That's the title of the fucking podcast.
Okay, well, they already know, don't they?
I'm sure they
I
know.
think they've already
We're all
guessed.
three. What episode? This is season 2, baby.
Yeah, exactly. What episode?
Whoa! Episode 5.
Stranger danger.
Fire.
Episode Brett Favre,
Yes,
season 2.
That's what it is. We're all Packers.
Oh, whoa.
Well, one of us.
One of us is a Tucker.
Oh, not a Tucker.
One's a packer, one's a pecker.
So yeah, we've got a lot of energy today because already before we even started, we're sorry we didn't record any of that because
Our tech guy sucks.
our tech guy was eating
Balls.
my big old.
Well, I mean, you
balls.
gave me the 2 fucking meatballs, so
Oh, God, I was
2
not here
meatballs
for
and
that.
Italian sausage.
manual edit. That one you can edit out.
Saucy.
So how
Okay.
was my meatballs, by the way?
Good.
Oh, God.
Little salty.
How?
A little salty.
Little salty.
You wanna fucking make fun of me for the noun thing, but how was my meatballs?
How was my meatballs? That's how we say it in Italy.
That's
so.
no.
No.
Italy. Did you hear that
That's
one?
what it translates to in Italy.
In the
Italian. How was my meatballs? Mamma mia!
I don't think
I
that's.
fucking said it, okay? I said Mamma mia for you.
I didn't like it.
What do
You
like-
said was my meatballs.
How was
Fourth
my
generation
meatballs? We already
Italian.
ate them, and how were they? Because
Yes.
was or were.
No, where?
Was or
How
were.
were my meatballs?
I don't think you can say
Is this
that.
really a conversation? Having right
Excuse me and my R's. All right.
How were my meatballs? So yeah, welcome
Damn
back to
bigger.
our podcast, Beard by the
Whoa.
Beautiful. We have a special guest with us today. Special in the sense of like,
Mentally.
yeah, mentally,
Yeah,
he's
for
a
sure.
little dumb.
That's Russ. How come
A
he
little?
has all the guests?
I was dead.
Why?
You guys aren't popular, okay?
Man, I don't want your guess.
But he's got the fans.
That's true. So
I had one. My other son.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you adopted him while he was here.
yeah, that's a little.
No.
He came in with him and left with you.
I died. Whoa,
Story
God,
of my
no,
life.
God, no.
They come with me.
No.
Leave with you.
Too young.
Well, to complete the trifecta, this is my third and my first child. My only child. The first one that was born.
The
The oldest.
truth is revealed.
The next 2 don't count.
The other
They're
two-
all adopted.
The other 2 were
except for me.
mistakes. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
But,
wow.
I didn't want any more.
Father
it
of
was
the year.
not up to me.
Sure it
Just
was.
happened.
Just don't put your dick in it.
Well, I mean, I put my dick in it a lot of times. Those 2 times, just like the puck slipped past the goalie.
No, see, now he really needs to.
So anyway, welcome to the show, Marcus. How you doing today, bud?
I'm doing great. So glad we started this podcast off talking about you fucking my mother.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
I heard she was a good one.
I'd rather not hear it
What?
He's heard it.
again.
No, I mean you were there.
What about the one?
I was-
Wait, what about the
yeah.
one before your
Check
dad?
out the dent in
Huh?
his forehead from me. How about
Huh?
that, huh?
What?
There is a dent literally like right here above his eye. It's not from my penis though.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
all
no.
No, I put his head through.
You know, he doesn't get that hard anymore.
I didn't then either, honestly.
Why do you know this?
An average Asian man, remember?
I don't. Look, incest over Jesus, I'm all good with when it's Jason, but when
I
y'all,
was gonna say, see,
When it's
you make
y'all-
fun of me all day, but when they come in, it's just
that's
like.
a little too much. Okay.
We've shared a lot over the years. We've never shared.
I mean,
the
you got
same-
one kid with a fucking penis dent in his head. You got another one that fucking comes on grass.
And then the other one that's just fucking gay.
He's just
Yeah.
not there yet. Yeah, he's in development.
T Dog, shout out T Dog.
We miss him. I haven't seen him since Tuesday. It's kind of a sore subject, but
Today is Tuesday.
yeah, it's been a week.
It's been a whole week.
It's been a whole 4 minutes.
I know, but it's I talk to him every night. I haven't seen him once since he left. So
I mean, that's gonna happen when they move somewhere
Yeah,
else.
fucking-
he doesn't have service, so he can't call me. I haven't seen him like physically. And
Go service him.
Whoa.
Okay. Back to incest.
yeah, we go there.
Over Jesus.
So why are you here today?
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
Robbie.
either. Yeah,
It's just so serious question. Fucking Colin, Vanilla Bro.
vanilla. Yeah.
Why the fuck is he not Vanilla Bro?
Because
Because-
he made his name first.
Right, but you are the vanillest of bros.
Am I?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Look at you.
I can't.
You,
I physically cannot.
you can.
Mirror.
From shoulders down, I can.
No, he has. In case you don't know, Marcus is blonde hair and blue
just saying how
eyes.
far.
We don't
Aaron.
know whose he is.
Kyle.
It's definitely not mine.
Very German.
He's very. We should tell this Wasco stories, but anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very not me.
Very Hitler-esque.
More mom side.
I look the exact opposite of Hitler. Hitler was olive
Yeah,
skin,
but-
brown hair, brown eyes.
You were the Aryans that
yeah,
were.
I'm an Aryan.
You're a chosen one.
You're
I'm
the
Hitler's
one-
favorite child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the one that he wants to bang.
Bang?
Yes.
I don't.
Would you
know
bang Hitler?
Quite about. I mean, that's a topic for later in the podcast.
After a beer, too.
Yeah, I gotta have a beer before I talk about that.
Are you old enough?
I am.
Okay, good. No questions asked.
All
here.
of my kids are.
Yeah, hopefully.
They've all
Can't
been,
you tell it in their voices?
Except for the one that was cracking.
Yeah, no, so you're here because we have a topic, believe it or not.
actually
We
have.
have one every week, and usually it's conspiracy related, but
This time, let's see if we stick to it.
yeah, we might not, we might.
Nope.
Ghosties and Ghouls, man.
I think one of us here
Always
is probably
ruin
going
it,
to
so.
run out.
You do.
Yeah, run out of here screaming because we are talking about the creepy
Jason's
Ghost
a,
on
Jason's a big old bitch.
ghouls.
That's who's gonna run. Jason's a big
We're
old
going to
bitch.
try to conjure some spirits and some energies and have a little fun. We are getting closer.
It's gonna be the guy from the truck. I forgot who it was.
We're go Uncle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whoa!
Well,
was
we-
it the tickle uncle?
No, that's his. That's his
Oh,
tickle uncle.
okay, yeah.
He hasn't
Roll
had
one.
that yet, so
I
don't
got the
spoil it.
toe ball.
It's like, oh god,
How have I
I
not
don't
heard
like
that
either one.
yet?
Because you're about to meet your tickle uncle tonight, boy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Whoa. I told you.
Suddenly, I'm not comfortable with this room anymore.
You are
Welcome to the
comfortable to begin with.
podcast.
Don't worry, this gets worse.
We are
I'll
gonna
just
talk
cuddle
about-
incest, Jesus.
Oh god,
Jesus will protect you.
that's code for John.
No. We haven't cuddled in a long time.
It's been 72 hours.
In 4 minutes since
last
Tuesday.
night, yeah, we're gonna talk about ghosts.
Who?
Go.
Can you spell that?
Who are you gonna call, George?
Ghots.
Before we get
Yachts.
started, I need total silence for this introduction.
Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do.
I need everyone that's listening to just get really close to what you're listening to, whether it's your headphones or a speaker. I want you to dim your lights. I want you to just listen for a second. I'm going to try to paint a picture for you. All right.
Oh my
Is everyone
God.
ready?
He's thought about this way too much.
I need total silence.
Oh,
here.
silence. Okay, yes. Yes,
All right.
yes, Sensei.
I want you to picture this. A dark room. One spotlight shines straight down from the center of the room. In the center of the room is a mound of clay.
Where were you at on the night
listen,
of...
Listen.
Okay.
Jason is sitting at the mound of clay, molding a bowl. George is behind him, running his fingers through Jason's fingers, making this.
Oh, we're ghosts.
This is terrifying.
And then John is behind George, and he is bear hugging both of them while we're spinning this bowl and making this wonderful piece of art.
All right, so who the
And
fuck's
in
Patrick Swayze?
And in the
Me.
background, Patrick Swayze is watching us.
Jack it off.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great image, everybody. I want you to go home tonight and think about that.
I'm going to have a nightmare.
I'm currently having a nightmare.
Welcome.
So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about, ghosts. And I think one way or another, we're going to get to that point where all three of us are
Making clay?
hugging each other,
Bowls?
hoping, wishing we didn't do this.
What about him?
He's
I'm
going to
chill.
watch.
He's going to be the clay.
Y'all are molding me?
Oh,
Just one part of you.
That is the
Oh,
worst
yeah.
We're
thing.
gonna. Jason's gonna be like,
no.
oh god, ew. I don't
Hey,
want
how you make a bowl?
I know you don't have video, but that was an
Italian
interesting-
sausage making over here.
All right, who's Blinky, Inky, Pinky, and Clyde?
Fucking ghosts
Pac-Man.
from Pac-Man.
Ah, the ghost from Pac-Man.
I have a Pac-Man
You do have a Pac-Man. Man.
arcade.
So those are the first ghosts that I
Mini.
could really find in any video game. Were those
Gay.
guys. The first real, like, image of ghosts when it came to video games. Sue is also in there. She was the purple one. In the Pac-Man TV series, there was also Dinky and Fairy Ghost Mother.
Okay, no.
We have Tim and Yum Yum, Funky and Spunky.
How are you not gonna cheers me?
I didn't know we were doing that.
Always.
Okay, let's do it.
Dirty
Hurry
bitch.
your ass up.
Dirty bitch right here.
You guys good?
No.
I'm offended right now.
That's okay.
Fucking Dr. Phil, that's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, catch me outside.
All right, in Pack Picks in 2005, there was Baraboo, Biro,
Sounds like a porno.
Bigaboo,
What'd you call me?
That's the porno.
Blue, Ghost House, Ghost Shield, Ink Master, Numbo, and
Ink
Papita.
Master.
What are you naming right
These
now?
are all ghosts from the Pac-Man games
Seriously?
and series.
That all had an orgy in a
They're
video
like-
I've seen one time.
Serious?
There was a Pac-Man TV series, Pac-Man All-Stars, Pac Picks,
Because that was the
Pack and Roll, Pac-Man World 3,
This sounds...
TV
Pac-Man The
series is
Ghostly
what made
Adventures.
you play the video game on Sega.
No.
Where you're like walking around as Pac-Man. It's like an open world. You're not really.
What? He's got legs?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
In a box.
Jesus is a ghost, and he had legs too.
And
Jesus.
Jason banged him.
Wow.
That's the Holy Ghost.
If you wanna hear about that, listen to the last episode.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Or
What about
next to last, not last one before that. My
listen
bad.
to
listen
the
to
rest
all
of
of them?
them.
Yeah, just listen to all of them.
Listen
You'll
to-
find it.
you know,
Listen
the
listen
podcast.
to any episode.
Obviously. What about Casper?
Basically.
Friendly ghost.
That's
Friendly
fucking boring,
ghost.
though.
Yep, we'll go skip over that.
He wasn't
one.
friendly.
The Ghost of Christmas,
Past?
past, present, and
present,
future. Those are another famous ghost.
Can we all, but hold on, can we all agree that the fucking in like the actual
Batting
thing,
away
the
the bad
ghost of
energy.
the Christmas future was the Grim Reaper?
Yeah, I think for the most part, that is the future.
Who's
'Cause
what?
we all die.
Like the ghost of the Christmas future was just the Grim Reaper. Like he always showed up in black robes with the fucking thorny ass hands and
Mystical.
scythe.
Ass
Yeah,
hands?
sickle, scythe.
Sickle?
Yeah,
About the
sickle's
most
the
famous
handheld thing.
ghost of all.
Sickle and hammer.
What is that?
Gotcha.
Hey,
Slimer.
hey, with your technology, shut up.
I'm trying.
Slimer was a good
That was
ghost.
the whole point.
Slimer was actually
Oh,
only
he's kind of a
in.
dick.
He was only in the first movie for a little while.
Makes sense. Okay.
But if you watch the animated Ghostbusters, he was like a normal character in that show. The Ghostbusters.
Yeah, because he's pretty much like the Snarf
Yeah,
of Ghostbusters.
yeah.
The what?
Thundercats. Snarf.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of that.
Wow.
Ho!
You're gonna
I told you.
Killed your gun.
Oh, you swatting way better energy.
Yeah, I swat way better.
You fucking, you big old,
Bad juju.
you little big old dumb.
Little big dumb.
That was perfect English.
I know.
It was
Spotless.
You sent it back to me.
That was spit shine.
So then we have Boo.
Ah,
You beat me to it.
I scared all of you with that one, didn't I? King Boo.
Majin Buu.
Wrong boo.
My Boo.
That's Dragon Ball.
Mario games. Boo. All the
Ah,
characters.
so
Stop scaring
Stop it.
yourself.
stop scaring yourself. Stop scaring yourself.
Who's Gengar?
that's a Pokemon.
Pokemon.
From
With
Pokemon.
Haunter and Gaslight.
Fucking
Did anybody
nerds.
play Fear?
Yes.
Alma?
Yes,
Yes.
that was a fucked up game.
That's a mess.
That was like probably second to Silent Hill when I was younger.
Second?
Yeah.
Wow. Silent Hill was my favorite.
Yeah, we no voice it.
Resi?
Huh?
Resident
It
Evil.
didn't have
Resin?
ghosts, really.
Resident Evil.
Resin? No,
Sure.
that wasn't that scary though. Like the okay,
I
so
don't know. I shit my pants when the dogs.
the
jumped through
dogs,
door.
yes,
Yeah.
that window in 3, good
Yeah.
God.
Tarantulas.
I don't know, then you.
But like overall, just like fucking with you mentally,
Yeah.
Resident Evil wasn't. It was like I got to think about these puzzles.
Oh,
and shit.
Fear's like mental hospital stuff.
Yes,
So it's Silent Hill too. So that's
yeah.
one of the reasons why.
Silent Hill's like, are you dead?
Yeah.
Or are you not dead?
What is going on
What are you
here?
doing right now? Why is this town so weird?
What's
And you're like, what
It's
the
like
fuck
you're
is that
tripping
thing?
on acid and
Yeah,
Can't
and
quite
scared.
figure out what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on.
You're having a bad trip.
chased by faceless fucking things.
And then you got a pyramid dude, and it's just like,
what?
I don't want to. I don't want to. I
I
don't want to.
don't want to do this.
Recognizable horror characters in the entire world.
Pyramid
Yeah.
Head.
Just reset. Okay, we're good. We're safe.
We're gonna play.
He's
Mario.
gone.
He's gone.
Then you get to boo and you get scared again. Say from Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame 2.
Yeah, that's a good one too. The pictures, those are that.
You're only armed with
Pretty
a
good.
camera, and the only way to capture them is with the camera. It's really scary.
I played the butterfly one. Butterfly effect or whatever it's called.
This one you'll know pretty well.
Ooh.
Sorrow from Metal
Sorrow.
Gear Snake Eater. Have you played Metal Gear?
MGS3, baby, the best one.
Oh man, that's such a good game.
I piss off a lot of people saying that.
George's favorite, the hero Shade from Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess.
Okay.
I know you're a big Zelda guy, so
You're a Zelda
I don't know
guy.
if you played. Did you play the princess? So yeah, good one.
But did you play with the princess?
Always.
Sorry, distracted by a gnat.
Every time I
There's
go home.
Skeeters in here because I'm getting eaten up.
Skaters on my
Anyway,
pier,
that was a
smack
good
it off. What?
Hell just happened. We also have
That was a cacophony.
what?
Yeah, you all like that shit.
That's a 4-star word
Spell
from.
it.
Cacophony.
You know my rule. If you can't spell it, you can't
Shouldn't
say
say.
it.
But no. You can not know how to spell it, but know the definition.
Okay, what's the definition?
Just a fucking like boisterous fucking
Boisterous, another 5-star word.
lot of fucking big
Who are you?
sounds.
Who are you right now?
All
And
at
he's back
once.
to
You
first
just
grade
make
reading level.
noises. Now you're making like real words. And it's starting to scare me.
B-O-I.
Are the spirits coming to
Boys?
you right now, George?
Boys?
B-O-I-S-T-R-O-U-S.
Fact check?
Boisterous.
Look over, guy.
Google it. Yeah,
That's
Google
exactly how you spell it, I promise you. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so-
I get blonde. Nope.
Bitch. You can say it. All right, we knew you wanted to say
I
it.
see. It was blonde boy. That's what I called Colin all the fucking
Yeah, you
time.
did.
And I'm like, oh, vanilla bread. Same fucking thing. Maybe you should be blonde boy 20.
Just call me Day.
What?
Day. It's a 3-letter word.
I told
Perfect
you
for your
his
reading level.
Day is his name. So
I guarantee you I can destroy you in a fucking spelling bee.
In this condition?
that's our
Yes.
next podcast with you guys right
Sweet.
here.
I cannot
I will
wait.
fucking
Spelling
fuck
bee.
you in the face.
That's awful, actually.
I wouldn't play anymore.
That's terrible.
I'm done.
That's
COVID
that's
mask.
the
You still haven't eaten your balls.
wager.
Loser gets fucked in the face.
Drake. Yes.
Jesus.
Ow!
Seems like a good game.
No, I
I get
don't.
no money out
I
of
don't
it?
like that.
I'll give you
$1 billion.
75 cents.
That is not worth getting fucked in the face.
I know. Well, don't lose.
Well, okay.
Okay.
You'll get 2 Italian sausages in a week if you lose those. So.
Two?
Wait.
Okay,
We're about to eat my balls.
we gotta tell. Can you tell? All right, before I move on with the ghost stuff, can you tell them what you were into? Oh my god!
Fuck what guys.
So much as a
I
kid.
guarantee you it was guys.
Sharks?
No, sharks. And
Doop.
random facts from this kid. I swear to God, would just make you roll.
He's like,
on the
did you know
floor."
that a great white shark has 3 levels of teeth and there's 172 of them?
No.
No, it's more along the lines of, did you know that all sharks, well, most male sharks have 2 penises?
This is like 8-year-old Marcus right
Do
here.
they face different directions?
No.
No, and they don't have penises. What do they have?
Claspers.
Claspers.
Clasp on. Clasp off.
I don't think that's how they
The
work.
claspers.
They could. I don't
So-
know.
What does
I'm
one
not-
do and what does the other do?
Well, they both can be used for the same things.
But normally they use one to pee with and the other.
So you know the at work. On the,
Yeah, the clamps on the upper head.
Yeah,
Which one
that's
we talking
all
about
I'm gonna.
first?
That's all I'm gonna see.
So every
Those
time
shark
you see that
penises.
thing, those are shark
I'm
penises.
like fucking blonde boy 20 over here.
I thought you were talking about tuna when you did that.
No, I don't ever think about that.
Okay. When you were going like this, I was like, that. All right. Top 10 paranormal TV shows that are out there right now.
Supernatural.
Paranormal Nightmare. Never
Never
heard of that one. The Haunting of Hill House.
That's pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
They're coming out with the third one now too.
You're a third one.
Ghost Hunters.
That one's
I'm more of a Ghost Adventures
See,
fan.
Ghost Adventures is. I have that whole separate tab for that.
I feel like
because
that,
I love
if
show.
we're not careful, that's what this could turn into with this fucking spirit box voice, whatever.
I will not.
Because it's like, oh God, oh, did you see it? Whoa, oh, there was totally a ghost there.
No,
Both of
that's
them.
not all what's gonna happen.
Scary.
I have actual experience with that.
Well, yeah,
So,
okay, but that's what I was making an example.
I
of
got
the
you.
shows
No,
here.
yeah. So Ghost
Shut up, blonde boy.
Ghost
20.
Hunters.
Okay,
Ghost
tall
Hunters.
leprechaun.
Yes.
Their show was so highly rated in the very early years of it that people watched. Everybody watched, including me, including you. We all watched it at the house. And then
Is that the one with the bro?
No, that's
that's
the
Ghost
one
Adventures.
with the guys
Okay.
that work for Roto.
That's why you like that one more, huh?
I'm going to talk about that one. I have a whole separate tab for Ghost Adventures.
I have an armrest invader.
So the one I'm talking about is Ghost
Have a
Adventures,
cuddle buddy
Ghost
and incest
Hunters,
Jesus.
and they are the ones that worked at Roto-Rooter, but on their off time they worked as paranormal investigators.
Yeah.
By season 3, the ratings shot straight down because they weren't capturing anything, so they started manufacturing things, and that's where they went in real bad with the show.
Yeah.
One guy took the hit for it, which was, I believe, Grant, who was on the show. Took the hit. He's like, yeah, it was all me. I made up everything so everybody else could continue their career, but he kind of stepped away from it, and he only came back in special guest appearances.
He's like, y'all give me some money.
I
I did this for y'all.
shit.
Okay?
So that's why that show is so popular. The first 2 seasons, I mean, everyone watched. But then after that, it kind of slowly went down. But they're still going, apparently. They also formed the Atlantic Paranormal Society, or TAPS. I think TAPS is what everybody's
TAPS
more
is
familiar with.
amazing.
And
Would
they're
that be
all-
apps?
It's the Atlantic Paranormal Society. They use
Oh.
the T.
An acronym you use the. Come on.
Well,
They
technically,
did.
you use whatever the hell's convenient.
That's
and that was
stupid.
pretty convenient. So,
Oh my god.
but TAPS is known all over this country, and they also go international as well. So TAPS is everywhere right
Bullshit.
now. All right.
Bet
Pardon
you're-
you.
Bet you're tapping everywhere.
You're excused.
The Secret of Crickley Hall. Yep, skipping over
Sounds like a blast.
that one. Macy Williams from Game of Thrones is in that.
Macy Williams. Macy Gray?
No, Macy
No.
Williams. She was the little girl, and then she was older as the seasons
Yeah, she was
went on.
Arya.
Arya. Yeah.
As she grew.
They got nothing.
Surviving Death. Nobody heard of that one.
Nah.
Nobody notable
Can't really
in there.
do that.
You did it.
I did do that.
No, we'll talk about that too. All right, so the show that I really want to
You
talk
can't just
about.
say
I'm
we're
just
going to
better
talk
than
about
all.
it. We're just going to fucking all forget all
I'm
of it.
just better than all
I'm
of
trying to
us.
get
Survived
through
that.
the content so we can get to the bullshit like we always do. So that's what I do.
Disruptor.
The disruptor. Yeah, all of you are disruptors. So, okay, Ghost Adventures. This is the show that's right now. It's in its 27th
Oh
season.
my god.
They've been going for a long
Is
time.
that with the bro?
That's the one with
Okay.
Zach. Zach's the bro. Zach Baggins is his name. And
Yeah, like Bilbo Baggins, yeah.
you good? He is quite the bro, but he has a great story and a
His last
compelling
name's
story.
Baggins, dude.
Bilbo's brother.
Brother.
Bro. He is kind of broy. I know
He's
what you're
extremely broy.
saying. But he's also really intense.
He's more broy than vanilla bro.
I guess so, yeah. He has a
Vanilla Bro's a
fro. He has a
fucking nerd.
brohawk. Not a frohawk. He's got a bro.
He's got a dumb
The
hawk.
problem with Zach is he's also really impressionable.
Yeah,
He's very open.
He's very open to any kind of energy, and he's also thinks like every noise or every little thing that happens is something
Yeah.
paranormal.
I
And
had
a lot
to-
of times it's not.
It's just,
I mean, you kind of have to play that up for a
There.
show.
Yeah,
but
sure. We're just gonna skip over. you
We're
guys.
just gonna have our own conversation. Like, all fuck off.
This is
So,
where we like connect right here. This ghost stuff.
oh, yeah.
So,
that's
you
what
guys, this is our podcast.
y'all gonna cuddle now. You only got one mic, bitch.
So do you.
Figure it out.
So their original, they shot a documentary. I can't say that word right.
Documentary.
Documentary.
The only word I can't say right, apparently.
2 Italians, 1 mic.
Document.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Bad porno. They shot a movie where
Mike, a dude named Mike.
they investigated an old building, and
Stupid.
at the end of the episode, at the end of the show, they were investigating this old broken down kind of attic area, and bricks were literally thrown. And they captured it and everything, where bricks were thrown at them, and they were approached by, I think, Discovery. Right? Is that where they're on right now?
Yeah. Well,
Discovery.
I think it was Discovery and
At
then
the
moved
time?
to Travel Channel.
Okay, yeah, travel.
Travel Channel.
So
Yeah.
Discovery at the time was like, "Hey, that was pretty sweet stuff. Do you think you can capture more of that?" And they gave them a show, and they've been doing it ever since. Aaron, who is his cameraman and probably the closest confidant on the show,
Yeah.
And the poor guy that gets
Aaron
locked
with
in
an
all
A.
the fucking rooms.
he has been. I mean, just
I would be fucking Aaron.
yeah, he would be our
What?
Aaron.
I would be Aaron. I mean,
Aaron with an A.
Did
Yeah.
you hear what he just said?
He probably is Aaron. Who knows?
No, he
You're
said
banging
he'd be fucking Aaron. That's what he
That's
said.
him.
No, no. Zero.
Look, he turned red.
Zero
Look,
tolerance.
this is how we make
Stop it.
He's Italian. Look at his meatball head.
He's like,
Then again, you really can't shit anyone for turning red.
no.
Only
But-
when we talk about his girlfriend, I go like, stop it.
It's not the red part. It's that he never does.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting anybody. You shut your fucking blonde mouth.
Blonde him out? I didn't even know what to get.
You said it back, and I just didn't. I was like,
damn, I really just said that.
how's that?
He made him think.
How's that work?
Don't do that.
You can't do that very often.
Yeah, just see. This
That's
is
been
why we
exposed.
should
All this
come.
steam building up in
Look,
his cheeks.
This is the last episode with any of your children,
Yeah. Completed the trifecta.
unless it's
We're done.
T-Dogs.
T-Dog can come back.
Yeah, because he's quiet.
He's a good one. So, anyways, any hues?
colors,
Oh, shit.
balls, chip balls.
They've been on the air for a while, and they actually do capture some really cool stuff.
Is it fabricated?
It's
Oh.
hard to tell. Like, I don't know. I
another
find
word.
it entertaining, regardless if they're making that shit up or if it's real.
Yeah. 'Cause that,
I think it scares the shit out of me, some of it, and other stuff I'm like, that's dumb and boring and stupid.
Yeah.
But
Like
when
my
they
thing
do,
with them, the reason I like them better than Ghost Hunters is the fact that he likes your balls.
thank
But-
you.
Wow.
Tasty.
But where they actually use a lot of the history in it.
Yes.
Where they'll actually explain what happened in certain rooms and try to actually recreate it versus just there needs to be a ghost named Dave in here or some bullshit like that. You know?
Guys, he's choking.
Huh?
He's choking on your balls.
Are you
right now.
choking on my
Not
balls?
Dave.
Huh?
Not Dave.
Uncle Dave?
That's his tickle uncle.
No,
Uncle Joe. Anyway,
no,
Aunt Joe. Oh my God.
Joe Mama.
No. So that's the other reason why I like them so much is because you can tell there's passion in what they do. They actually, whether they believe it or not, I don't know, but they actually legit convince me that they believe exactly what's going on.
You know what?
Because they're good at what they do.
No.
Probably.
Money.
Well, yeah, they're
If
good.
we were making that much money, I'd convince you of anything.
Yeah, but that's still.
Even banging Jason.
But that's
Man.
that. Whoa, what?
What?
$1 billion. I told you it's on the table.
We take no money.
John and Jason make a porno. I mean,
$1 billion. Let me see the money.
start sucking, Jason. We got our first customer right here.
And you're the ones with balls in your mouth.
I don't have any right now.
You ate them.
right now.
I ate one.
Means he sucked them all down first.
He swallowed him.
Oh my God! Can we talk
He's a
about
swallower.
ghosts for the love of God?
Ghost ball.
Ghost balls.
Yes, we just made a new movie.
Mel Brooks will
It's like
direct it.
it's like
Direct it.
Spaceballs, but ghosts and on Earth instead of space.
All right, well, we're gonna start the script on that after this episode, and then
You got to. You're the writer. I don't know how to
Okay.
do words.
tune in next week for our rap. By the way,
Oh God, no.
I keep bringing it up because
I
it's so
am
much fun to
not
watch George's reaction.
prepared.
So yeah,
About to stuff this whole thing in my face.
They also, like you said, they lock Aaron in buildings and rooms that he is
It's John!
so fucking scared.
Yeah.
Oh, he. Okay, never mind. My bad.
No contracts involved.
It's like I'm gonna lock Aaron in a building.
No, I'm not.
They are. I'm just kidding.
Aaron, I promise you're safe. I'm not going to do anything with you. Does she actually listen to our?
Yes.
Oh my God!
So the other day, what was it? It was last week. She was like, "I'm 54 minutes in." I'm like, "I just started it. What are we doing?" So yeah, she listens.
So yeah, they've been going a while. Back to the.
I'm redneck.
Y'all just missed like a whole 5-minute section. It's okay. Probably better off the internet.
Probably.
That's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, so Zach is the bro, and everybody else is kind of his bitch, and he puts them through a lot of torture. There's been a lot of possessions on that show too, where
Yeah.
people have
So
gotten
I'm Zach.
possessed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Zach, it's almost Zach every time. Because
Well,
he's so
Zach
impressionable.
and Nick gets it a lot
And
too.
Nick, yeah.
Yeah. Because Nick even quit for a while.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Aaron's taking time off too. What was that just happened? I think the spirits coming
Rewind.
through Jason.
I think he tried to rewind in the middle of a sentence.
What did I miss? I missed everything.
Yeah, you do.
I was enjoying John's balls.
My wallet
Focus
had
on
about
getting your
5
balls
W's
down.
on it, so walk away.
That's that terrible education for you right there.
That's the waterhead.
Waterhead
It's
education.
lost too much.
It's
I lean
just-
back too fast.
It's none of that. It's just Jason. That's what he does.
Zach also
that's a good
owns a haunted museum,
Which I really want to go to.
which I would love to
yeah, we
visit.
have
It's
to.
I
got
just want to see him and bang him.
probably,
else
but
do?
it's got Annabelle in it. It's got all of the weird history, haunted stuff inside.
So
this
he
museum.
basically said, "Hey, I made a whole bunch of money like the Warrens did back in the day, but I made way more because it's 30 years later. So I'm gonna just buy their shit."
Well, they passed away. And
Well,
they're-
good.
They're ghosts.
Okay, they passed away, and all of their stuff had to go somewhere.
Yeah, it
And
went to
instead
their
of it-
it went to their relatives
Well,
who were
God,
like,
I hope-
"Oh, you
God, I
got
hope
$10? I
And they
can sell
sell
you
it off to
Annabelle."
Zach, and
Yeah.
Zach's got his own little hotel, which is
I would-
actually above the studio.
Which is funny, if you think, like, he actually has, like, if you go to the site for this place, like, there's actually an application to where if you think you have, like, something, like,
Heart issues
in your house or whatever that is possessed or has some kind of, like, spirit attachment to it, you can actually fill out the application and send the item to him.
It's better at being all in one
Imagine.
place.
Yeah.
And you also have to
Right.
fill out a form before you go in that says you are in good health and nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
this
wrong.
all sounds like fucking showmanship.
It probably
Yeah.
is.
Mostly.
Honestly,
some
so-
people
so
have
funny
passed
enough,
out,
It was
some people,
actually,
in
I
the
saw a
meter.
TikTok the other night where,
I'm the
Disruptor.
you
no.
know, so-
no, I'm the one that's like, oh, I know all of this. Oh, it wasn't Jiffy, it was Jiff.
yeah,
Kinda
exactly.
deal.
But there was a this girl had gone into the on the way we're going into the museum and all, and actually met him. And when she met him, like she said, like they were talking. Then there's like a little clip of them, like actually, like she's filming for her TikTok and all this, like talking, and like you can literally see, like all of a sudden his face just drops.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, and he literally tells her like, okay, like I hate to do this to you, I'll refund your money, but you have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like walks out, and as soon as she walks out, like her back, like all of a sudden starts burning, and she lifts her shirt up, and she's got 3 scratch marks down her back.
The Divic box.
Yeah.
He's opened the Divic box
Multiple
He's
times.
Opened the black mirrors.
And nothing.
No.
I believe in shit, but
No.
There's a lot
this
of crazy
guy's
shit,
bullshit.
man.
That place.
I don't know, yeah.
Nah,
I think if it's on TV,
I
it's
guarantee
probably
you. We
a
should
lot
go
of it's
there.
bullshit.
It's fucking.
Fund the trip. I will be there.
He's full of shit. That guy.
Yeah, so okay,
That
so,
bro
so
is
his
full of
next,
shit.
his next bonus, his next,
Yes.
I get a bonus?
yeah,
Oh, you'll get a
No, I got fucking game room to do.
perfect attendance bonus.
They also record and
Cool
measure
things.
like air temperature.
Everything.
They measure EMF. They measure a lot of
Which
My
can be
coolest thing is
easily
that-
manipulated.
true.
Well, my
Well-
cool thing that was like, because it's something that you can like do yourself too. Is
You
like
just
when
want to
they,
bang him. Don't just.
Oh, I like this shit too, but like, I do. But still,
I'm
anyway,
glad you guys are talking because aliens. No one was
Just gotta
talking.
blow past that one.
but where he has the re-engineered Connect, like the
Yeah.
Xbox Connect, and he's like re-engineered
Yes.
to where it's actually showing like the forms it's picking up.
Yeah.
That's like one of the coolest things ever. 'cause
Yes.
It's
I
like,
can actually have one.
Yeah,
nice.
we have a little bit of. Well, he does. I don't have any of this stuff, but we've got some crazy ghost catching shit.
It's called an SSEG or SS.
That's a different app. Don't press that one.
Yeah, that's-
Thanks.
no, SLS. It's called an
Sauce.
SLS camera. It shows like stick figures
Yep.
Yeah.
of
It's just
stuff like
points
that.
of reference, and those
Yep.
points actually, when they line up, look like a person for the most part.
And you can
And a lot of times they don't.
you
So
can
I'm not saying
debunk
it is a person.
really
but
easy by if it doesn't have 4 main areas. A head has to have a head,
Right, yeah.
has to have arms, has to have legs.
Yeah,
That's the only 4 things that you have to look for. If it doesn't have one of those things,
it's
cancel it
not-
off.
Yeah.
That was 3 things.
Head, 2 arms, 2 legs. No, you're right. So yeah, so 3. You're right.
Or 5.
Wow. So glad this is your show.
I'm just here to.
Head, arms,
Look,
body.
I am completely down with all this.
Head,
I'm
arms,
just
body, legs.
being the one. I'm being the antagonist here.
That's okay. That's okay.
Another word?
Just-
Anybody?
Just get
Somebody's got to be the bad guy.
just get better at it. That's all I'm asking.
I am.
Wow.
Okay, good.
I don't know. I just set him up. He's like, he's like, 1,
3.
2.
That's
Yeah,
3.
That's 3 or 5. Not shit.
No, yeah, you're right.
All right.
It's head, arms, body, legs.
So let's get to the founding couple
Okay.
of ghost
Founding couple.
Sounds like 6 to
investigations.
me.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
The fuck up, George.
Fake or real? That is the question. You don't have to answer right now.
So no, I'll give you an answer. I think some of the stuff they experienced was definitely fucking real.
Yes.
I think a lot of the shit they put in their fucking museum to make money off of was not.
Yes.
Just like this fucking dude this bro we're talking about.
Yeah.
Zach.
Like, I get it. Like, I won't say we've all, but a lot of us have experienced shit. It's like, what the fuck just happened? But, like, I just don't see it attaching to objects.
Okay.
The
I
energy?
don't necessarily believe that part.
Okay.
Because the energy comes from you when it's a spirit.
But does it?
It does.
You know that for a fact?
Yep.
Okay.
So-
So you know more than any other paranormal researcher on the planet.
Well, okay, so what gives them the ability to attach to anything?
Well,
Energy.
Energy cannot be destroyed nor created.
Right.
So all the energy that's on this planet
So
right
it's
now.
floating out there. Where's it at? It's
Could
coming
be
from us.
anywhere.
Your
Could be
fear,
anywhere.
your excitement,
We
that
emit
stuff
energy 100% of the time.
all the time.
Yeah.
And that's the strongest source they have.
Yep.
So without us,
An object with any electronic in it, an object with any mechanism in it also emits energy.
there is no energy.
There is energy.
Not
It
what they
takes
need.
energy from other areas, uses it as electricity, and emits that electricity to make
So
something
there's
move.
an electronic in it.
Yeah, that's the energy. That's the energy source. It's like a battery.
So you're looking at it as batteries, whereas I'm
Kinda.
looking at it as actual energy.
Beings,
No.
like
Your
Okay,
soul
so-
and your feelings create energies.
It's okay. So for example, so you're talking about more like the classic thing, typical thing, where you walk into a room and say there's obviously like a spirit in that room, if you will. You walk into the room, you get that whole like the instant, like all of a sudden your body temperature shoots way down. You're like you feel like you've been drained. Like obviously it's taken part. It's taken a part of more or less like kind of like your soul, if you will.
Let's make it no, not your soul.
Well,
but
you know,
let's make it a little more elementary.
your aura.
If I walk into this room and none of you guys are here, I'm just meh, whatever. Just kind of going about my motions.
but you can still picture where we are, or they are at least.
So
No, he's
If
talking about
I
like feeding off of.
I'm
other
just talking about
humans.
humans right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
If I walk in and you're all in here, look at the energy we're creating.
Mm-hmm.
Without that energy,
You're just in a room.
you're just standing there. And if you're otherworldly or spirit, however you want to say that, if nothing's happening, you have nothing. There is no way for you to communicate or move things or because you're not creating your own energy. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
My only argument to that, like I agree with that 100%. Like when it comes to like what we consider ghosts, like what we consider like human spirits, they're like left
Yeah.
behind, if you will. It's just when you get to the otherworldly
Yeah, there
things,
is
like when
so
you get to
much.
like anything, so like say demonic or
Evil.
not really even evil, but just something from a different plane, if you will.
Non-human.
Okay, hang on.
Exactly.
Let me bounce off that. If you have something evil, what's it feeding off of the most?
Your fear.
Right. So if you have Casper the fucking friendly ghost, he's not going to feed off that fear as much.
We're
Right.
still going to
A
though.
little bit,
Any
but
energy
not
that you
but,
give off.
but not like this demon over here.
No, the demon is gonna suck all of yours.
Which that would be my only argument.
And so
too,
the
like,
more fear you have, the stronger that demon is.
Right.
Whereas the more fear you have of this fucking friendly ghost, he's just like, whoa, and starts to fucking fall back into the ether.
Yeah. So that's like when it
He's
comes
still
to
there.
like the
He's just
like,
shy.
He's holding on.
yeah, like even the Annabelle thing and all that. That's where I would think something like that. If that is true, I would think that'd be definitely more of a demonic thing because obviously it's using. I mean, there's a shit ton of people that are like terrified of the whole porcelain doll thing. Like freaks them the fuck out. Like I'm one of them. Like my mom is a huge collector of porcelain dolls. Hate those motherfuckers.
Is it
So
because of
Annabelle-
So it's like one of those things. Like if it's using it as its kind of like as a transistor, if you will, it's using it to absorb your fear because it already knows you're already afraid of this thing, and then now, okay, I'm gonna fuck with you with it.
So if that's the case, then where else is it getting its energy from? I get you.
Honest
But
man.
like, we have this porcelain doll.
Right.
It's the magnet for this energy.
Yeah.
Where's the energy coming from? Because unless, okay,
Like you're saying, like if people aren't around.
right, emotions are the energy that
Right.
feeds it.
Right. I'm just saying, like, if it was something otherworldly that necessarily didn't need to feed off of, like, now I know this is going to be a hard one for you, but, like, you don't necessarily need beer. You can drink water.
You
And
don't tell me how to live my life.
I know that, but seriously, but, like, you obviously, as human, you can literally just survive off of nothing but water. And, like, you don't need beer.
I need food though.
Well, but
I got you.
Liquid
Go
wise.
ahead. I'll stop.
But so it's not something that like you necessarily, if you don't have beer, I mean I know for you it would be the case, but if you don't have beer, you're not gonna die. You have other things you're feeding off of. So it could just be like, there again, if it's an otherworldly thing, like it could have other energy sources that like it's just kind of like
That
well, it's
aren't-
kind of doing it for fun,
But they're not as strong, right?
right?
So those emotions are the strongest points of these beings,
It's kind of like a high for them, if you will. Yeah,
which allows them to interact with us.
yeah. Which would obviously that would kind of be the whole point of possessions and fucking like poltergeists and stuff like that.
Like
They're
you-
fucking with you to get high, pretty much.
You cannot interact with us without our energy.
Yeah.
You can be there, you can exist,
Yeah.
you can make yourself known through stuff like this, right? But you can't fuck with me
Yeah.
in a mental or physical sense without my energy.
Without your
Yeah.
presence.
Hmm?
Yeah. They have to be relatively close to you to affect you.
Yeah.
But
And
there is no study on how energy and stuff travels through energy. There is no study. It's impossible to measure that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but you can see it, right?
I mean, kind of.
Some people can.
Yeah, because I mean, well, I mean, if you're trying to make
Mystics and
And you,
what's the called?
mediums.
Mediums. They can sort
Yeah.
of see that. They see a passageway. So if a ghost, spirit, entity tries
Whatever,
to take energy or misplace energy, the mediums can see that and they can tap into the ghost.
So I'm gonna reach here and say that sometimes you see auras.
Yeah.
So that's your energy. And
That's
if you,
all energy.
and if you saw something sucking from that, you would notice it. Even if it was a slight disturbance, you would see it.
So
yeah, because
According-
prime example, like if you want to go into like be on scene, like I don't see them, but I feel them.
yeah. Oh,
So
you
it's a
feel
thing
them all.
of,
That's,
like-
that's Aaron. Yeah.
Between
Yeah.
static electricity, light, you know,
And that one you can
cold.
even prove scientifically because like obviously
Yeah.
you watch like thermal imaging, you watch
Yeah.
that, you can literally see all of a sudden. I mean, whether it's faked or not, like obviously like I'm not gonna lie, there are sometimes I feel, but you see the like on Ghost Finish or whatever, like we always see like the hand all of a
Hot
sudden like hit
spots,
your
cold
shoulder or
spots.
something.
Yep,
You can
stuff
see the
like that.
perfect imprint of the fingertips and everything. Like they will tell you that shoulder is all of a sudden way colder than this one.
Yep.
You can actually see it. Like
And you
you can
feel it.
scientifically prove it. You know.
But here's the thing, right? If you've ever seen an orb
Yeah.
on a thermal imaging camera or
Yeah.
anything like that, it doesn't slowly disappear.
No.
It's gone,
Yep.
right? There's no way to
Almost
measure.
like an open and shut door.
Exactly. There's
Yeah.
no way to measure how that energy got displaced,
Right.
moved, thrown. There's no way to know that.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you how close you have to be proximity-wise
No,
to
no,
the
no.
spirit for it to affect you.
Right.
Are you okay over there?
But I can tell you it's not like 800 miles.
No.
You have to be in the general
sure.
vicinity.
Yes,
But
yes.
because we can't measure
Because
how
they
far
need
energy reaches.
Your energy.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but it's not only.
I think
our
we're
energy.
agreeing.
We are,
Yeah.
But slightly
but
disagreeing.
there's just missing pieces.
yes.
Yeah,
That we can't. Okay. That I can't.
yeah. It's hard to
Like,
comprehend.
I feel like you are like a mixture of me and him. Like you see, but you all.
I'm a bi guy that drinks beer.
Yeah. I mean, you look like it.
Eh?
Do I?
We're your daddies now. No, no, but you
That is
see,
not what that means.
you see, and you feel, but there's not an extreme on either side.
I feel. I
More so?
feel more. Yeah, it's harder to see. You have to process shit
So-
really fast.
I feel like And Aaron and I have had numerous conversations just like this. I feel like it's harder to feel.
Really? Why is that?
I don't feel them. They're there.
Okay.
But they're only there because of what I'm feeding.
Yeah. So
Or what you're feeding, or what you're feeding. It doesn't have to be me. It only has to be me for them to interact with me.
Define see.
See.
With your eyes.
Like physically moving things.
The auras. So, spirits, entities. Let's come up with the word. that we're
Energy
gonna use.
is what I like
Energy.
to call it.
We'll
Whether
go
it's
energy.
positive or negative, it
So
doesn't really matter.
it's not
still
necessarily an
energy.
aura, but it's a cloud
Yeah.
of something.
So you see that. You
Yes.
physically see that.
I physically see it
A lot.
all the time.
Could it be?
And so Aaron is a feeler, like you two, right? But her seeing is out of the corner of her eye. She'll see it in the corner. You feel it, but then it's like right there. But if you look at it, it's gone.
yeah, so you can't like
Whereas-
look directly at it.
Right. Whereas John, I'm assuming, based on what you just said, you
see
just
It's more of a look past. Does that make sense?
It's
Like I
not
can look
there.
past something.
It's not-
and see it, but I can't look at it and see it.
right. So it's not there like you are, but it's there, and I can look,
There's no clarity.
but it's not there at all.
But usually,
Like
what
it's
I
not there
see-
Yeah.
infinitely.
Right.
it's there.
Exactly. I see a lot of color, and it's really hard sometimes to figure out what color it is. But that color usually affects the mood that person or people are in, whether it's a group or an individual.
And sometimes the shape changes, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the problem with
And sometimes it goes like you can almost see it going. Like if you're having a great day,
I wish. Next time you're here, we'll do another one of these kind of similar, or when we go record. I think Aaron still has them, but I drew her auras with worried and anger and fucking just doubt, happiness, that stuff. I want you guys to see that because
to see if we reflect.
it's
it's what you see.
that's what I see in people.
Yeah.
But it's not the same, but it's similar. to what I see
It's
out
your
there.
interpretation of what you
hard to
see
put
on
it on
paper,
paper.
basically.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so is because
It's a lot easier for people.
it's hard
Do
to
you
explain
think, though-
it too, because you guys know me pretty well, and I know you know me probably better than these guys, but I'd be able to walk into any situation and feel and see what that situation is. I know whether to get my ass out of there.
Yep.
I know whether to stay. I know whether that it's not a good idea to interact with this person or that person. Or in some instances, I feel like I have to interact with somebody because I know what I say will help them or determine their mood in that situation.
It changes that path.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which and that's like
I'm like that with everyone. That's why like it's so hard for me to be mean to a lot of people because you see stuff and you're like, fuck that. I see it and I go, how can I make that turn a different color or a different shape?
Yeah.
Do you
You
think
see what I mean?
Which I think that's why, like, for him, it's, like, so hard to be around. I'm pull Jacob into this, you know. Little Jacob. But,
Gotta do it in the voice the whole time.
but I think that's why it's so hard for George to be around him, is purely because...
It's chaos.
Exactly, he's
So
chaotic.
it's
You can't get a read on it.
it's
There is no
sporadic.
read on it, and it's so fucking, it changes by the second,
And it
and then he
blanks.
doesn't
His blanks,
understand
too.
reading yours.
And it changes mine.
Yeah,
It
It's
absolutely
just like
does.
I don't like how it feels.
it's like when yours is sharp, his is super soft. When his is sharp,
How it
yours is
feels.
super soft. It's like constantly.
feeling?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say. It sounds like you're
Oh God!
Jesus,
you
no!
knocked over incest, Jesus.
Oh my God! Oh, it's a sign. You see what we did?
The Holy Ghost has
I
spoken.
ain't even started nothing yet.
The Holy Spirit, the
It's-
Ghost.
What I was trying to say is that
Holy energy.
it sounds like you're also feeling though,
Right.
because what you're
I
feeling
understand
is
that.
also depicting what you're seeing.
Well, I think
Because let's say
Alright.
you're looking at him, right, and you see a blue aura. What do you think? Sad. Right?
Gay!
it depends. It depends on the person.
Just
So if we're basing
hear
it
me
off
out.
color, yes.
Hear me out.
No.
Let's say you see blue. You see a blue aura. You would think he's sad, right? What if it turns out that he's happy as can be? Could it be, and I'm not
auras-
saying it is,
Yeah,
but I'm saying what if your own emotions that you're feeling are projecting
Affecting
onto
his.
his aura? Do you know what I mean?
So
I think that can happen to a degree if it depends on the energy difference, if you will. Like
Yeah.
if he is a super strong energy, because that's one thing. Like for me, that's one thing that I definitely feed off of. There, again, being a more feeling kind of person. Like I can only stay. Like I get drained really, really fast if I'm around someone whose energy is way above mine. I can fucking feel that shit. Like, even if it's I don't care. Even if it's happy, doesn't matter. Like I can only stand to be around them for so long before I just gotta like get away.
Yeah.
And it's not like a leave me alone get away. It's just that I'm fucking
need a
drained.
break.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like really just I can't take anymore. It's just like I gotta fucking
It is a strong fucking aura. It's a lot of energy.
They've taken all that they can from you,
Yes.
and you need to replenish.
Yep.
Which is
That
why
happens
y'all's
daily.
group works so damn well.
Yeah.
Taker, giver, shared.
Yep.
Football!
Exactly. That's why, like, I know
I
for a
have no
fact that's
idea
why
what
I'm
that
like
story is.
introverted. Is because like I'm so
Yeah.
introverted just because like I have to read somebody out before I can be around them for a long
And you
time.
can either give them energy or you can take it if you need it.
So to respond to what you said, I don't think my feeling reflects onto them because I tend to suppress what I feel a lot.
I was
because-
just
But
going to
do
say
you?
the same thing. With
Yes.
George, his aura is blocked. For the most part, he doesn't let people in and he doesn't let anything out. I can tell. I do that immediately when we've had this conversation already.
Like,
before.
this is different right here with these two right here,
yeah,
and even you now because
part of the family now.
yeah, like and Aaron, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't let my kids. I don't let my mother. It's just
In here, all the gates are open for him. You
Yeah.
can I can tell.
It's a very military thing.
But I think
Right,
it was
com-
even before that. Yeah,
compartmentalizing,
sure.
yes.
I think even before that, I feel like even as a kid,
I think
you
it was
were
always
the
like
same
that, yeah.
way. Maybe not to this
I
extreme.
smiled a whole lot more before I joined the military. I promise you that.
But I still think in a way you were not physically maybe, but introvertedly shut down
Yeah.
to
So I'm sure
a lot
that
of
anxiety and
things.
stuff was always still there.
You have to
Mine was
find
mom a
way to
lot
block
more,
it.
but it's still like, oh god.
And a lot of
it's-
people growing up have to learn that too.
Yeah.
Just growing up in a harsher environment. I'm
Jumping
not saying you
into-
did, but
I did. So jumping into like just environments like work. Let's use work. There's a multitude of types of people,
so many.
and I can fit in with every one of them just based on what I see.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't have to feel anything about them. I can just. I'm a chameleon.
So when you meet a new person, okay, you have no idea who this person is, just met them for the first time. Do you already have kind of a read on them?
You bring it. Yeah, you bring
Yeah.
it to me.
Yeah. You're feeling
I'm not.
their aura,
I'm seeing it.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
but you're seeing it visually, but what you're feeling is in your head.
Yeah.
Because what you're seeing is going to change what's in your head.
So I don't feel in my head.
That sounds like
I
a
feel.
mental
I
problem.
feel in my heart. It is. It is a mental problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean,
I get that.
I was laughing, but I was serious.
No, I know you're correct.
Yeah. Because that's where the whole
It's like that.
compartmentalizing thing
Right?
comes in.
Yeah, I cut it off.
Yep.
Like you get this part.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you ain't getting all this.
Yeah.
I got
But in your head, you still have all that.
I was there.
right, but I'm not.
You're not
This
showing
is
it.
not. No, this is not where the feeling happens.
No, it's.
I don't
it's
feel
a-
with my mind. I don't. My mind is not.
It's almost spiritual. It's body type.
It's
your
not
energy.
emotion. My mind's not emotional. My mind is logic.
There's no saying that your energy has to go in your brain.
Yeah. Because it's almost,
But
it's like,
feelings.
Feeling doesn't
You feel
also
here.
have to be in your brain.
Is what
Do
you
you?
said. No.
You can. I don't think a lot of people do.
The people close to me. Yes.
When you get heartbroken, you don't feel it in your head.
No.
Nobody does.
And I block it out.
Yeah, I don't just choose not to deal with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we just had to put my dog down.
That hurts right here. Doesn't hurt up here. Hurts right here. All the good memories are stored up here. The hurt is right here.
But you said I feel here.
Well, most people do.
Right.
But
okay.
that's the
So
difference.
you're understanding. I
The
got you.
difference between feeling and seeing is that when you see something, your brain goes into overdrive thinking about the possibilities and what you feel about that person. But you don't feel it in here, you feel it in here. But your brain is working overtime thinking, okay, I think this person is this way. Let's test it. Try that. Doesn't work. Okay, flip to the next one. The pages.
I think I'm a little more shallow than you're giving me credit for.
Okay.
I think he hates people in general.
Oh, don't.
Like,
I'm not trying to
I'm not.
psychoanalyze,
There's
but-
no. Okay, so there's no overdrive. It's just there's 2 or 3 thoughts, and it's like, I'd like you or don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then outside of that, it's just, there's no emotion
Get along.
anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like, be nice to you if you're nice to me. We don't need to have a conversation. I don't care about your fucking kids.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Or just do like I do, or I did, and learn the trick and just fucking force your way in.
Yeah. Just
Hi, George.
jam it in as hard as you can.
The jam
That
it
one
in.
still gets me.
You let
But-
the by guy jam
So,
it
okay,
in.
so play that.
Pavlonian style, he
Whoa.
stopped doing those things,
Words.
and George was like,
Pavlov's dog.
he was like,
But
"What?
see?
where's
That
my
fucking bell.
high five? Where's my wave?"
that fucking bill. Yeah, he did. It hurt my feelings
But see, but that was the thing,
Yeah.
is because, okay, so,
because I saw the
on
guy.
this.
Yeah,
Back to
but,
the
like,
keeper.
there was no,
yeah.
like, around everybody else in there,
Bring it
obviously, I
all
could, like,
together,
I could get, like, getting used to you,
I
getting
know
used
my
to
shit.
Sam, getting used to everybody
You and
else
I
on that
connected
fucking
pretty
aisle.
quickly, though.
We did, but I think it's
Givers.
that similar energy
Yeah, we
thing.
had that same kind of energy. Yeah.
But,
You thought I was gay. You wanted to bang me. That was.
well, you know, it is what it is.
Similar energy.
Yeah.
Still
similar
fucking do it.
interests.
Still do. But anyways, but like with George, it was a thing of like you said, he was good at compartmentalizing it, good at like controlling it and keeping it held back. So like I couldn't fucking get read on it. And I can't
Yeah.
stand that.
Yeah, it's very
like
good,
I don't
too.
like not. Like, I don't like the whole, like, okay, do you fucking hate my guts? Do you like me? Like, what the fuck's going on
I
here?
just didn't know which way or the other. It doesn't
That's
matter
it.
either
I
way,
don't
but
care
just
which way it
tell
goes.
me.
I
That's
don't
also
know.
his way of reading you.
Exactly.
Oh, it
and
totally
that
is,
was
yeah.
same with mine. Is like, you know, I'm gonna fucking.
His page is flipped.
I don't
just
push
slower.
buttons like George does, but I still push buttons to the point that like I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah.
And either he'll yell
Exactly,
at me
he'll tell
or
me to
he'll be
fuck
like,
off.
So with me, he had one button. It was hi, George, and it was like
That's good, but that
You're like, I'm
I
starting
tried
to like
it and
this
it worked
stupid motherfucker.
because it worked. I
this
stuck with
bitch
it.
right here. I'm gonna fucking hug him
but
right
that's
now.
the thing is like the first time I did it, I saw that little spike. Like I saw a little bit of something come. I was like, ooh, I like that. So I fucking just kept doing it,
yeah.
and it worked.
That's so true. I mean, if you haven't heard that episode, I know it was one of the ones from last season, but
Yeah.
we explained that whole situation. So if you want to hear it, just go back to that episode. I can't remember exactly which one, but it was early on because we had
It
talked
was.
about how we all kind of met and then
Well-
we went through.
So we'll take it a step farther. With Blonde Boy 20 here, like when I first met
Changed
him,
so
it
many
was
times.
just like
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we
Don't-
were friends at the point.
like
we weren't
yeah,
this close.
like
but
like I cared, but nah,
yeah.
Yeah.
because you right, and now I can hang out with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I didn't do anything different.
Yeah, no.
Neither did these two,
Yeah.
and I hate it.
Some people, dude. It's just the energy. The energy either matches you or doesn't.
To bring it back though, if there wasn't something that
Get it?
George saw in us,
So did I.
we wouldn't be here right now. You know what I mean? Like he would totally, it would have been shut off from day one, and we wouldn't have been
I'd
able
be
to-
sitting at the house playing video games.
Yeah, exactly,
And
exactly.
it, like with most people in my life.
But you felt
But
something different.
there's a connection, there's a click, and that's
I didn't feel
what
anything.
I believe in.
Still
I
don't.
believe
Up
in
here.
in that. I believe in that
Up here.
energy.
Because I love them. I do.
yeah.
Do I believe in
But
ghosts?
don't fucking tell me
No.
that I love them because you can fuck off with that.
Yeah, I don't have to. You just did.
They know. I tell them all the time. Even when they're like,
Stop it.
sometimes I'll be leaving work and I'll be like, bye, I love you. And they'll be like, what?
What? No.
Oh shit! You said the L word.
I don't even say that to my children.
No, you fucking don't.
Not T-Dog, I do.
Yeah,
I don't.
you're an
know.
adult. Nobody
like
cares
old,
about you anymore.
My age needs to know. That's right. I can't get taxes off
But you
anymore.
do. Hang on.
Freeloader.
Hang on. Nobody his age needs love. I know he doesn't believe that.
No,
Got
got
a girlfriend, so.
Right, Dave. Anyways, don't get me fucking started.
Run
okay?
now, run!
But you don't believe that
No,
because that's a form of energy you need to make it through your life.
absolutely. You know, we were supposed to be talking about ghosts.
We are.
We still are.
This is exactly yes.
We'll come back around now.
So there's
Okay, let me tell you something. Here's a personal one. So there's this fucked up thing in Aaron's basement. I believe you can draw them in, and you can capture them with energy.
it's a bait though. You have to bait.
No, you
them.
bring them on in. Don't let them get all the way in,
Yeah.
because that's how you get possessed. But you can bring them in, you can relocate them. You can't destroy them, because they're
You
always
just gotta
there.
get another source.
So what I used to do, I'm not religious at all. This may be the feeling part. All right, so the whole goat fucking feet.
That's demonic.
Right. You can control those as well, right?
You can. They are, however,
Dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
and they're also immortal.
Right, that's why you can't destroy them.
Yeah.
So you bring them in and you take them to a holy place. Whatever you think's holy, whatever somebody else thinks holy. Wherever a holy place is that is going to get a large amount of energy from multiple people
Yeah.
to keep them there. So this thing, and I used to live in this basement. It was always there with me. And you can ask her. We got double doors down there that lead into a back room. It would slam. Just random times.
Did it scare you?
Sometimes.
Startled?
I ran a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're scared.
I mean, that motherfucker's standing there and he's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
How often did it happen?
you draw him in, took him to a church. Didn't know the church. Knew
Not
it had
religious. Yeah.
knew it had a graveyard.
Mhm.
I just knew people went there and the energy is force field.
Yeah.
It's a bit sci-fi,
Trapped
but we'll
energy.
take it.
Same
Well,
thing
kind of like
as
the
a
whole
spirit.
like
Whenever it wanted me to see him was how often.
yeah, like the whole headless horseman
Nah.
kind of thing.
So it's not. So there's a lot of different types of entities, if you want to call them that. Not all of them are entities. There's some that just happen, and there's there's no like intelligent spirit. I don't
Yeah.
remember what the word for that is.
Unless they're demonic.
No, this is like in a prison, door slamming shut. It happens at the same time every night. That type of energy. That's just trapped energy playing on repeat.
Yeah.
That's just
No, I
happened
just
so
like-
many times. I don't remember the word.
But it's
for
not
it.
the
Oh,
door,
yeah.
though,
Same
right?
thing as
It's
like-
the
No,
people.
that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah. Same thing as like hearing like the cannons go off like at
Yeah,
Gettysburg.
yeah, exactly. The cannons going off, the soldiers walking.
Yeah.
Same thing as that. It's just trapped energy that's replaying itself because it has nothing else to go.
Yeah, you're not
Nowhere
gonna
else
say
to
hi
go.
to it.
Yeah,
What is the word?
I don't remember.
Keep going.
Look
All right,
rubber.
all right, don't think about
Yeah,
it.
you Google it. Then there's intelligent spirits that are spirits. They are either human or just balls of energy that are intelligent and react to you.
Not necessarily good or evil.
There's no good. It's just energy.
There is good.
There is, but it's
But not in
not
this
necessarily good. Doesn't
Not-
mean good. It just means not
So good or
demonic.
evil.
It means human. So then there's non-human, which is not energy from this plane. Demons, if you want to call them that.
Mhm.
Their sole purpose is to be stronger.
Terror.
Is to be stronger
Mhm.
in any way they can.
And
So-
that's with fear.
Fear,
Oh, we tied it back in.
sorrow,
Yes.
happiness.
Grief.
Fear is the easiest.
Fear is the easiest because it's an instant emotion.
Mhm.
Right? You get happy over time. You get sad over time. You get angry
scared
over time.
instantly.
Fear is instant.
Mhm.
The second something scary happens, fear. Whether you want it to admit or no. Fear is the easiest emotion. So
And to overcome,
it is also the easiest to overcome.
You just
Which
have
is
to-
how
compartmentalize that.
which is how you get rid of them. Drawing them in is a temporary solution because they know what they want. And they know, for example, a lot of people that demons get attached to are very emotional, very energetic people because they give off a lot of energy. You have a lot of energy. Whether or not you want to admit it or not, you do. You give off a ton of energy. You're the
So
disruptor.
you draw them in. You don't let them attach.
That's the thing, though. Even before you drew them in, they were in your house somehow. They were already attached.
They were there before I got there.
They were already attached. The reason they chose you is because you have so much energy.
And I flipped it on them.
Yeah.
Bitches.
So you've not heard anything or seen anything since?
No. Yeah, there's an old man in the
I mean,
hallway.
the doors itself.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
we
that,
got-
Downstairs.
You told us that.
No.
Yeah.
When he was he told us about the
Old
old man.
man in the hallway. Sam.
Yeah.
Do you
Not
see
his
him randomly?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
well,
kinda every
so
once in a while.
the thought is, older guy, owned the house previously, passed away either in the hallway or the bathroom, which is right there. So you got a long hallway with a slight offshoot, which is the bathroom, and right here in this little nook is our bedroom. So right in here somewhere, this guy went.
Okay. Is that the only place in the house you see him?
To me, from old age, yes.
Okay. So
And then-
that is probably one of those reoccurring things. That's probably the moment
actually-
before his death.
So
It's
those
not.
are residual.
Residual! Shit! Look her up. It's not, though.
You don't think so?
No,
I did my
because
job.
there are... So her daughter, Amberlynn, has mentioned them. And it's
Okay.
not the same interactions.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
she doesn't see him in the hallway.
Yes.
She does, in the same spot.
Not necessarily. You got leaving and going into bathroom.
Okay.
Right there in that T. It's just that one area.
Could be
That's what he's
residual.
saying. Because it is
Because it's so
compartmentalized into
local,
that small area. It could just be that.
it could be his final
All
moments
the
before he
time.
passed.
Right. So you're looking at it as that final moment where
Or just that one that he relives over and over.
he's
again.
replaying something.
But it's not.
I agree.
It's not him. It's just the energy that was with him doesn't know where else to go. So it just does that same motion.
It is him.
You think it is?
I do.
You think it's intelligent?
Yes.
You can
Okay.
you can communicate.
Which could be-
Have
So
you
that's-
interacted with it?
So, me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not in any kind of,
just as a
not in a deep sense.
I saw you. Hey, that, welcome back or good to see you.
Where
or-
okay, let's
Has it-
so something like this. I walk out of the kitchen down the hallway, and he's just waving at me.
Yeah.
He's kind of smiling, and then
You see his face.
yes,
Okay. So it's not a black figure.
no,
Okay.
Yeah.
no, it's a guy.
Okay.
It's an old
Yeah,
dude. That's
it's not-
I see
not
the
shadow
details.
Yeah, it's not a shadow person.
That one's the least fun in the house.
It happens before. It's happened multiple times.
All the time.
Okay, so what's the most fun in the house?
What? So
My-
has this spirit ever physically reacted to you? Turned its head to look at you and stopped directly at you? It's
just
never.
stared and waved.
He stopped, looked at me,
Wait.
and waved at me.
That's intelligent.
It could be.
So how about
Because
this
there's
one?
many
nothing
people
saying.
No, I like
There's
this.
nothing saying that it's waving at him.
It could have been
eye
just
contact.
could be an emotion that
Could
happened.
just be an
and he did
emotional
that
time
to
in
somebody
his life.
else.
Could have been somebody came home that day that he
Yeah.
hadn't seen forever, and he's waving. And I'm like, holy shit.
So
And
from the
then-
basement coming up, there's a set of stairs.
Okay.
It leads into the laundry room, which leads into the kitchen, which leads into the hallway. This one I think is more of a. I don't really know what to call it. So, to me, this kid, mid to late teens, right? Overdose. Died on the steps trying to get up to get help. Erin has had moments where she's laying in bed and she's like, it was so real. I got up, I went to the door, and he was standing there looking at me.
That's not.
And then I laid back down and I woke up.
Yeah.
Time had passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not residual.
That sounds intelligent.
That's very intelligent.
It's
Sounds
just
like you have a
fucking
good
old
mixture.
guys, too.
Okay, so when I was
Tell
at
it.
your house, I drew a lot of energy off that mirror that you guys have on the mantle.
Yep.
Portals. Here we
Same.
go.
So you felt it too, right? And
I couldn't, not gonna lie, so
I know we weren't in the
I
right
was saving it
states of
for
mind.
this, 'cause I knew we were going to talk about it,
Yeah,
but, like,
yeah.
not gonna, like, I couldn't, like, especially when
So-
I was, like, because I get super, it obviously, like, getting high, like, obviously heightens that.
Before we
For
get into this,
sure.
Yeah.
one thing is with this kid in the fucking stairway, you can tell he's like, he doesn't like me. It's almost like a crush on Erin.
Yeah.
That's intelligent.
John! You possessed
It's not
John
me.
that
I'm
night.
not there. I'm not there. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
John
he possessed
overdosed.
me.
He's just a ghost.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe some-
You can come to my house anytime.
Get rid of this old dude.
I'm already weirded out.
You want me to
now.
honestly talk, tell you my peace of mind about that?
Peace of mind.
Then we'll talk
This old
about
guy is probably residual. He's never spoken. He's never knocked on the doors. He's never closed the door. He's never done anything different. You've seen him do three things: walk in and out of the bathroom. Leave. Right? So it's probably residual.
So maybe the cats, but the cabinets sometimes.
Could be the kid.
No, well, I'm thinking cats.
Cat.
Yeah,
cats.
he's got cats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
But if not, I would still lean towards the kid for that if it wasn't the cats.
Yeah.
The kid
So-
is
so-
almost guaranteed to be intelligent.
So let me ask this. So Amber Lynn has told her mother, not me. We found her in the hallway one time because whatever was in her fucking room, and she said the old guy, which I've never seen him go that way, was fucking with her. There's something. She's 13, so it's not a lot of detail. But it's like, why the fuck are you sleeping here? He's here.
Yeah, that's where he is all the time.
Like that's what fucked me up right there.
She was 13 at the time.
She was 12
Okay, so when you were 12,
or 11.
when you looked at 18, 19-year-olds, thought of them as older, right?
I don't know.
That's the first place my mind went, is that this older guy is telling me, mess with me. I'm still thinking that's the kid. Because as a little kid, you look at people that are 25 years old and think they're grown-ass adults.
Yeah, but if I'm 12 and I see a 16-year-old, no.
Okay.
No,
Well,
no,
maybe that's just the
well,
difference
okay,
between
yeah,
our mind.
yeah. Not
Yeah.
in my mind.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It might be
just where
different
my
for her.
mind goes. And empathizing for her, I would
Yeah.
think that it's still probably the younger kid. Because as a young kid, like I remember when I was in like 6th grade, you see the big kids running on the track, you're like, those are grown people. When you get
Yeah.
to that age, you're like, wow,
They weren't.
they were not that big.
Yeah, no.
Like, fuck them hoes.
Yeah, for real.
Before we get into the mirror part, do you want to take
Yes,
a quick break?
please.
All right. So this has been really good so far. We're gonna continue
This is
this. We'll be back in just a few
I like-
minutes,
I like-
guys. We'll see you in a few after the break. That's a pretty good game.
It's an amazing game.
Oh, and 2.
Two was
2 was
better.
really good too.
Cake is a lot.
2's probably better.
Portals
Welcome back.
to the beer, the bar, the beautiful.
And the
Fucking blonde bro.
blonde bro 20 over here.
Blonde boy with an eye. Dude, you have to
Fucking
make
Randy
it funny.
Savage over here fucking introducing us.
What?
Brother.
No, that's
Hulk Hogan.
Randy
fucking
Savage said brother a lot too.
No, he didn't.
Listen to any promo.
He said,
Let me tell you something, brother.
let me tell you something.
Randy Macho Man.
And then he had a heart attack and fucking wrecked his car.
He ate a Slim
And died.
Jim and choked. That's what it was. So welcome back.
Choke on my Slim
Randy
Jim.
Macho Man Savage is a ghost, and he is
sausage.
haunting us right now as we speak.
That would be pretty close, wouldn't it?
We left our conversation
small.
with
Oh, God. Burn it
George- trying
down.
to burn shit down. We left it with George's mirror in his house, and
Yeah.
Jason, if you want to talk about it, you certainly can. But before you do,
Say
we do
mirror.
have one new
Mirror.
subscriber from what I've seen since last week.
Myrrh.
Actually, we have 2 new subscribers.
Two new
on YouTube.
subscribers.
He says
Thank
Merv.
you, everyone, for subscribing.
Fuck 'em.
Again, we don't care, but we just thank you.
But
for
we're
listening.
also up to almost 120 downloads.
Wow.
Yeah. And funny enough, so the
He's
only
like,
news
we're-
and downloads is we don't have anywhere new, but Texas actually surpassed California. So Texas is now second behind North Carolina as far as downloads go.
And over 450 views on YouTube.
Yep.
So
He's
483
like,
reviews now, to be exact.
that's right.
he's like, we're close to 120 downloads, which means like 4. Never mind the exaggeration.
Yeah, all of us here have downloaded it many times. I'm
Except
just
for
kidding.
fucking blonde boy
No,
20
he listens
here.
too.
I listen. I just
He
don't
doesn't download it.
Yeah, I listen to it.
Save it to your phone.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about George's mirror. Do you want to?
kidding,
Do you
why
want to
wouldn't you
start?
do
Because
that?
I know what I saw,
Mirror.
and I'll talk about that. But I'm curious to see what you saw.
Yeah, so
Wait,
it
say mirror.
mirror,
No,
Mirror,
Mirror.
mirror. Now say beer.
bear,
mirror.
Bear, mirror.
bear, and mirror.
That's terrible.
We already said this. The mirror is what was brought to baby Jesus.
Now it's myrrh. Hey, you come here.
and Goldschlager.
Yeah,
saying
Goldschlager,
they're
myrrh, and burr to baby
Like in
Jesus.
Frankenstein, right?
Yes. All right, go ahead. Go. Mirror.
Don't go.
Mirror.
I'm not ready.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah. Anyway,
So to sum it up real quick,
Forcing it.
dear
on
God.
George's mantle in his house, he's got a 3 foot maybe mirror wide,
Nah,
2
it's
foot
more
tall.
like
It's like 6 by 4.
It's
Yeah.
huge. It's a giant mirror, and it sits above his mantle.
Yes.
And you got me fucking doing
Murr,
it.
and my dad sits in front of it.
That's true. Your dad
Yeah.
is in front of the mirror.
Murr.
He isn't. Was he sitting?
Okay, so we'll get
He's
there.
doing something.
Okay. So yeah.
What,
So
where we
go ahead.
getting?
What did you see that night?
All right,
He
so,
saw my dad. My dad was like, boy,
I'll tell you what.
So funny enough, like no joke, I literally, like I couldn't. Okay, so again, on certain things, like I feel a little more
Yeah.
than normal, and there was quite a lot of that evening. Like I couldn't look directly, at it. Like there was something about it. Like it was like.
You
There was
and I
something
both-
about it I kind of felt, and I just could I had to be looking at George
yep.
or
At
you.
one point,
like
you and
even
I
like
look
when
at
I would
each
switch
other.
back and forth,
Yep,
I'd have to
I
look
remember.
down at the computer
Yep.
and then look back up. Like I couldn't look directly. I had kind of the whole avert your gaze kind of thing. But the couple times I did actually look up at it, not gonna lie, in the mirror
mirror,
behind where your dad is, there was something. Like I couldn't tell. I couldn't make out anything. But there was something there. I think it was just probably the aura of, whatever you want to consider it is still there of him. But there was something there, just reflecting in the mirror. Like obviously it wasn't in the room. Like I could tell it was literally on the glass.
so you guys want to hear a little bit about my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 16 or 17 was the first time he told me he loved me. 21 was the first time he told me he was proud of me.
Yeah.
So I worked my whole life for that.
Yeah.
So, very much like me. It's hard, even as a child of his, it's hard to get through to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to impress.
So it's not saying this is him, but because I don't notice portals, if you will, but the whole don't look him in the eyes, I never did.
Yeah.
Couldn't. It was too much for me. So
Yeah.
maybe, just speculation.
Yeah. That's and
Or I'm
honestly,
reaching.
No, because honestly, that's what it more felt like. It didn't feel like it wasn't an evil thing. It wasn't
Menacing. Or
that whole honestly you look at it and all of a sudden your stomach drops fucking.
It was a respect thing.
Exactly. It was I just couldn't there was something about it. I just literally just couldn't look at it. It's I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
So makes sense.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I hadn't earned that yet.
Took a long time, man.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience with that mirror. I'm just gonna fucking say I was high as fuck,
Yes, you were.
That's what opens up a lot of it. man.
but I didn't see anything until I came down. When I started to come down and relax to where I was in control again, I was able to open up. And when I started looking in that mirror, I saw nothing behind me, but I saw a whole new world, a whole different world, not new. It was a whole different world. And it was filled, and I mean filled, with people I didn't know.
Yeah.
I felt energy in that moment to where we weren't alone in that room. The 4 of us that were in there weren't the only people that were in that room. Yeah. Even though no one else was in that room, I could see a whole different world inside that mirror. I didn't recognize anybody, but everybody's faces that I saw were smiling. So the only thing that I drew from that, and this could totally be false, I have no idea, it's just my interpretation of it, is those people that were in there were either relatives or people that you've known or you and Aaron have known throughout the years that have passed away, and they are watching you have a good time, a fun time.
Make sure my buddy's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were there for him. We were there for him. But they were really looking over your shoulder
in a way.
Like, well, literally, because he was sitting right in front of the mirror.
So whether you know it or not, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this, but whether you know it or not, those people in that mirror, I can't confirm or deny the fact that they were your dad or anybody else. They are proud of you and happy that you are who you are right now. Because that's what I drew from that. It was very powerful.
Are we crying right now?
No.
This
Kind of seems like we're heading that way.
No.
You can cry. I don't care.
Well, we can if you want. But I'm just saying it's not a... It was nothing more than just pride and happy. And it made me laugh in a way more than just the weed I was smoking.
And you're missing lips. You stupid.
But maybe it was
Big
the
old
weed
gum.
that made me feel that way. But at the same time, I knew those people that were staring out, they were happy.
so
And I think because they were looking over your shoulder, they were happy with what you've become. If that makes any sense.
that has a name. That's called the
Take it
Beetlejuice
where you want.
effect.
Take it away from what you want. I can't explain
Can't
any
leave
more
me,
than
but
that.
nah.
That's called the Beetlejuice effect.
The Beetlejuice effect?
Yeah. So you remember in Beetlejuice, the movie,
Yeah.
where they go through the portal and there's a whole nother, like a bar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And everyone's laughing and having a great time.
Sure.
Hear about it all the time, when, especially religious people going to a better place.
Yeah.
They're all happy.
Yeah, it was not the same room we were in. I can tell you that right now.
So you had what's called the Beetlejuice effect, where
Yeah.
you're seeing into what could have been a portal of everybody laughing, having a great time because they're with all their friends and relatives and stuff that they missed when they were
It was
passing
more like they were all sitting there watching TV, and they were just like,
through the other side
"This
of the
is
portal.
so cool!" Like, I'm so happy that. In my case, I thought it was all for you, but I'm so happy George is this happy at this moment.
Yeah. Yours is a little harder.
Yeah.
You said your dad was not a very outgoing person, not very happy.
Happy at times.
Okay.
Tough. He was a tough one to get through to.
Do you think he'd be proud of you right now?
Yes.
Okay. The earn it thing
Yeah.
is what struck me. Because he's seeing all this room full of happy people.
Yeah.
I think in his dad's eyes, he's earned it. I don't know if you've earned it yet.
It's because
You're
you're
not-
gay.
Probably.
You're not seeing a group of happy people.
I'm sorry.
your dad
I'm saying sorry. that
right now.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. No.
I like this guy, but
No. So I went through that in my life in high school, and I was like, it's okay. Go on. You're fine.
Well, but I think
Just don't mind Dad, okay?
so. I think a way to tie that together, though, is I think it has to do with the difference between me and John too. I think it has to do with like where we're at in our lives between the two of us as well. Like he's to that, like you're obviously older and to that point that you've kind of seen a lot of that yourself. You've seen a lot of the like people turn, and obviously like people that you thought like you'd never hear certain things from and all that. You've obviously had those experiences.
Yep.
Where like with me at least it's still a fresh thing because obviously I grew up with the same kind of dad.
it
So
seems,
it was that whole thing of, so I think it was like, I think it's, there again, how we talked about before, how energies can be impressionable. I think it's the fact that I got more of that because that's what I'm used to,
Yeah.
where he got more of the other because that's what he's used to already.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So,
That would
and
also
I
work,
think
yeah.
part of it was you didn't want to look in there.
yeah.
Me, I was invited. I was like, "What is going on in there right now?" I think
Well,
you
'cause
were
that's the
maybe not
thing is-
afraid, but just like
But it's unfamiliar.
Yeah,
There again,
you
it's
just
the
a
same
little-
thing as like
yeah.
fucking with him to get
Sure.
into his thing, is that whole like,
Yeah.
I don't know you. And I'm like,
yeah.
there again, we'll get into my personal stories in a minute, but there's obviously there's reasons why I'm like real cautious about
Yeah.
that stuff, and obviously about other things that y'all are getting ready to fucking make me do anyways.
I just felt in that moment that was a happy place. Wherever they were, whatever they were doing, they were happy to do it, and they were proud of you. That's all I got.
So, to just go back a little bit, first time my dad told me really like I love you, I bought my truck. That's why I can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right, no matter what shape it's in.
It's your trophy.
Yeah.
The day he told me he was proud of me was when I graduated boot camp.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Was that mirror around them by any chance?
Not in my life.
Not in your, when did that come into your life?
About 3 years ago. About a year and a half.
Was it bought?
No.
It was there.
It was there. About a year and 10 months before he died.
So he's been in that mirror before.
Sure.
Walked by it, been
Fucking-
near it.
Yes.
What's the strongest emotion that's been in that house around that mirror?
Anger. I
Yours?
broke a lot of shit in my house. It wasn't mine to break.
So this is how portals work, right?
Like doors, okay?
Kind of.
Wait, no. That's what
that's
I
what he's
broke.
That's why it broke.
Oh no.
I broke a lot of fucking doors in that fucking house. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 to be exact. In like a couple years. Just
Rookie numbers,
Arguments.
but we'll get back to that.
Yeah.
you just called me Rick and Morty. What'd you say?
Said rookie,
rookie
numbers,
numbers.
but we'll get back to that.
I mean, there's not that many doors in the house. What do you want?
That's why when you go to George's, there are no doors.
There's 1, 2,
They stuck it in
3.
his fucking way.
There's only 5 other ones I didn't break.
Anyway,
I don't like closed doors, by the way. Just
True.
random
That's
thought
true.
here. I don't like slamming doors, and I don't like closed doors.
is that a military thing?
No, it's just,
just
I
a
don't.
your
It's
thing?
the feeling thing. I just
Yeah.
don't like it. Like I don't want to be.
See.
There's your feeling.
Yeah.
But
Where do you feel that?
huh?
Where do you feel that?
Where? Not in my mind.
Down in my heart.
It's a dread in your heart.
It's more of a.
Uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. It's more of a. It's not even.
Like I don't want to open that door.
No, it's more of a. Why is this? Why am I not allowed there?
Okay. Oh, okay.
Almost more of not really like angry, but more of like an aggressive kind of thing.
Like, yeah, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing?
Yeah.
I
Why
got
is this
you.
private? Why can't I see it? Why,
What are you doing?
This is for this is my space.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I got you. I understand.
Where see, I'm the exact opposite. Like I can't stand like
I like-
anytime I'm even here.
I
I'm
like
like I want something in this
closure.
house so little. Even when I'm here alone, it doesn't matter. Like fucking the bathroom door has to be shut. The fucking my
I'm the
bedroom door has to be
same
shut. I
way. I'm
can't
the
sleep
same
with the fucking
way.
closet open.
Hang on. That being said about Jason, he just opened the door to the death ford.
What?
The truck.
Oh,
He let
It
it.
was serious, but not at all at the same time. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I do?
The Death Ford. Is that some sort of portal? That's gonna
yeah, I
keep
thought
demons
that was
from
like-
flying in my bowl.
I thought
I mean,
this was something I need to like read up
it
on.
could.
I'm not a portal guy. Trucks can be portals, yeah.
Can be.
Yeah.
Anything can be.
And you just
So all a portal really is,
Broke it out.
We'll
He
get
touched
to
it.
that in a second. We'll
he,
get to that in a second.
he wiped some dust off of it.
all a portal really is something that captured an emotional moment. So this brings me into my story. So I have a couple of relatives on my girl's side whose house was haunted. Severely haunted. As in like talking in the woman's voice that lives in that house when she was not there. Such as talking to their little kid. Such
Like
as
more poltergeisty kind of things.
more like just interactive spirit,
Yeah.
harmful but not meaning to be harmful,
Yeah.
mentally harmful,
Right. Yeah.
causing them to wake up at 3 a.m. every morning, causing their child to not be able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
They had a rocking horse,
Yeah.
and it was programmed to say 3 things, and it
Okay.
would say 6 or 7
Ah.
that weren't programmed for sure.
Come on, Vader.
Yeah, speak.
Please.
He just starts breathing right now.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Awesome. Just lifts Jason
Y'all
from
on your
his
fucking
chair.
own.
He's
jumping on with
Jason-sized
me.
hole in that door right there. He
Anyway,
wouldn't open it. He would just go through it.
We just went from triple B to double B.
anyway, I did some research on their house. And right when you walk into the house, it's a living room. And then straight back, there's a doorway into a bedroom. In that bedroom, there's a closet on the left with 2 sliding glass doors. The bed sat here, and the rest of the room was like that.
It was autoerotic asphyxiation, right?
No. The man and woman who owned the
I tried to
house
bring it in.
were killed in that bed by the woman. Shot her husband, laid down next to him, shot herself. The last images of their lives were forever imprinted on that mirror and those sliding glass doors. So for however many years, that energy's just been in that house, whether it was molded into one powerful entity or two separate entities. I don't know that. But I do know how to get rid of them. So when it started causing them trouble, I did my research throughout the house, took this little piece of shit thing, and did my tests, located it, talked to it, and I looked at him dead in the eyes and goes, "We need to get these mirrors out of this house." So that night, I took both those mirrors and smashed them in their yard. They didn't have those mirrors in the house anymore. They took them to the dump. The next morning, he woke up at 8 a.m. The next night, 6 o'clock. Till he was back on schedule for work. They have not had a single problem since then. At all. So,
Yeah, fuck portals.
okay. Anyway, fuck portals later.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that
What's up, portals?
me? You know, fuck me? I think you're a little too drunk for this conversation right
I've
now.
never been drunk.
Never.
That's a lie.
Okay.
Except that one time.
I'm like 6 deep. It's okay.
Okay, then you're not too drunk.
Not 15.
What I'm trying to say is that a portal can be anything that captured a serious event.
Are you a portal?
I'm not a portal. I'm a human.
You almost died.
Yeah, when I was like less than 1.
It doesn't matter what your age is.
No, but
So you could be a
me
portal.
almost dying means that something else could have captured that.
What did?
I wasn't capable of comprehending
We
at
need
that
to
point.
figure that
so-
out and go find dead
Go
baby.
ahead,
shit.
drive to Concord tomorrow and see.
I gotta work.
You see? I don't care.
I'm the
Either way.
disruptor.
Yeah, no kidding. Either way, what I'm saying is that portals are anything that captures a significant event. Have a lot of energy, so on and so forth. They are closable.
Which disperses through time.
Yeah. Well,
Well, time
disperses, no, but it can shoot.
Used up. It's being used up throughout time.
But it's also gaining energy.
From?
Anything. There's lights in that room. There's people
Yeah.
that live in that house.
People, yes. Not the lights. That's where we disagree. That's the only part we disagree
Yeah.
on. Like, I don't
It's
get
just
the
what
portals,
can be the
but,
energy source.
like this right here, nah.
That's emitting energy.
It is, but
Every
not what
cord
they
in this
need.
room, every electronic gadget in this room is emitting energy.
Not what they need.
Can be.
It's not.
If they had to, they could.
You ever walk through a static electricity?
That's what EMF is. EMF
That's
is
all
electronic
this is.
magnetic frequencies. You can, in
So
certain areas of a
that's
room,
what that is. So it's just picking up this shit.
But in certain areas of places you go that don't have anything in it,
Nothing.
you can get readings.
dorks a little.
So how do you explain those readings when there is no electricity?
You know,
There
it's
is no anything.
It's emitting
just
energy.
energy.
Oh, yeah.
It's electromagnetic
See that,
energy.
George?
It's not the same energy.
It's like
It
I'll
is the
say.
same energy.
So if
Come
you
here.
have it in the.
Come here.
But then watch this. So
Let me see.
then put it right there.
Uh-huh.
You do not emit static electricity.
Right, which is not what they need.
They
That's
can
where we
take any
disagree.
Energy.
That's where we disagree.
Okay. What you emit, so there are animals that
Is real
use-
energy, not
There
fucking
are-
static electricity.
There are animals that can detect
It's
your energy.
not, we're not talking about animals.
Here's
Right.
an interesting question, though. There are more dead people now than there ever has been.
We're getting into why we disagree.
This is part of
and
it.
that's good.
Okay, this is part of it, though. There are more dead people now than there ever has been in history. There are more dead people now than there are people that were alive. So, if that much energy is now, if more energy is dead now than there is alive, oh God, is Jesus getting readings?
That would be fucked. I would leave. I would fucking
Maybe
leave.
Alicia shopped
At
her
that,
man.
okay.
His face.
As much as I am like skeptical about this, I'm like,
Oh,
don't do
God.
it. Don't do it. Jesus getting banged right now by Jason.
Put your phone right there, yeah.
Jack Bader.
It's like this.
Yeah.
I think the energy can use it. It'd be harder for them to use it. It's not the
I think-
same amount.
okay.
Of
Okay,
it's
well,
not the
see,
same energy.
here's my. I'm living between the two of y'all because my thing is like I don't think that
Fig-
it can be a person like
Both
person
ways.
spirit.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm the
right now.
football
He's going
man
both
pass.
ways.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Hey,
Always.
no,
That's
no,
per
no.
usual.
So any
Always.
energy, even this, not from people, just this,
Yeah.
and us.
You ever
No,
seen?
hold on.
Continue.
Don't take what? See that? But this right here is not what they need.
It's not
To
what they
manifest.
need. No.
It's not right. They can use
They
it.
can't use it.
I agree. To manifest to us, they need something from us or those close to us.
Think so?
Yes.
So
I think I agree with that.
you ever seen?
Like this can work, but
But
it's
also-
not. It's not the fucking Omega.
Okay, I can see where you're getting at. They need a life to make a life.
Not to make a life. They just need.
The
Emotion.
So
the
we're kind of like
emotion-
so
emotion,
yeah.
the emotion is the jump start, if you will.
This has no emotion. It's not as powerful. It does contribute.
It can be.
So they can draw from it, but they can't sustain from it. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Whereas
true.
we can sustain anything.
Electric energy is the shortest living energy. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
So it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable.
It's
No.
really a spark.
But they can use it.
Right.
You've ever seen?
But not to
any-
tell us something, right?
They can. You've ever
Always
seen?
does.
So long as it's like strong enough.
You ever seen when they drain their light batteries, like in a ghost
Or
show?
camera batteries.
Camera batteries,
yeah.
light batteries, anything, and then right as soon as the battery goes out, something happens,
Okay, so
and they don't catch it.
yes, I agree with that. But this is not a sustained battery.
No, because it has to be used immediately.
Right. So and it's being used, so there's nothing happening here. Because it's being used by this and that. Not them.
Okay.
The power needed to control this and that cannot be used by anything else.
But those are not. Okay, now you're talking about power, though, not energy.
Okay. Same thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Power is what runs your equipment.
That's electricity.
That's power.
That's electricity.
Energy
It's the same thing.
is not the same thing.
It is.
Because power can be destroyed
Energy. Okay, energy efficient. Why do we have energy efficient?
to use less energy,
Which is
creating power.
energy efficient microwave.
Power and energy run like this.
Created from electricity.
Power and energy run like this. Energy,
You think so?
I do, because energy is something that forever will point this way. Power will always dive and dip and grow
And electricity will also do the same.
because it's a power.
What?
How do you create electricity?
By creating energy.
Okay, you burn coal
Which is creating,
and energy.
it's a kinetic energy.
But
yes.
it's not creating energy. The
Yes,
coal
it is.
has that
It's
energy.
transforming the energy.
The coal has
It's a
that static
it's a-
energy.
and it becomes kinetic
It
energy.
becomes kinetic
but it
energy.
is transforming it,
But
it's
it's
not
making
creating it.
power. Do you see what I'm getting at?
No, it's making electricity.
Power.
Energy.
What is electricity power?
Energy.
What? No.
So electricity requires no energy.
No,
No, it does.
So
But
it's
it's not creating energy. It's changing energy.
Power is a different form of energy.
Yeah.
so it's energy.
It is energy, but it's only a form of. It's not energy itself.
Right. So
Because
emotional
power can be created.
so emotional energy is just a form of energy.
Exactly.
yeah.
Created by
Still technically created by
electricity.
in your brain. Yes.
So they're the same.
The coal didn't just start moving on its own.
Right. It moved based on the electricity in someone's brain to put it there.
Yeah.
So it's energy.
I think we just agree to disagree,
Sure.
and we move on from there.
Was I sure?
Maybe
It's
you'll
not
edit
the
that
same
last 10 minutes.
electricity that you're thinking.
Right. It's not. I get it. These are not the same fucking vibes. Let's go vibes. Fuck those other words. These vibes are not the same as these vibes.
True.
Right.
Because it doesn't have a conscience.
And that's not as powerful.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's not.
So they can't sustain
Yeah.
off of
That.
this vibe.
You're right. They cannot sustain.
They
off of
can
that.
sustain off of you, though.
You are limitless energy.
Exactly.
So in order to manifest or interact or do any of those things, you need a person.
It's not need though. There's no need.
There's a need.
I don't think there's a
See,
need.
I think there's a need
Everything
for the
runs
person,
on energy.
But if they wanted to move something, they could use that in a quick
Yeah.
movement. To
Yeah,
steal
but it
some
would
of
be
that
like
energy.
this.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't nearly be as.
Whereas if
fantastical.
they fed off of you,
They could like toss
they
that
would
across the room.
fucking smack the door with it.
Yeah.
Why do you think demons are so much more powerful?
Right.
Are we saying the same thing
think
right
you
now?
guys are saying
You are,
similar.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we were doing earlier. but just
Yeah, I'm
missing
about
cat.
to fucking
Pretty soon
energize
he'll
this
put his balls on your
microphone.
nose.
Please don't do that.
All right. So we're going back.
Okay.
To
Oh, yeah. The one that goes both ways. Let's listen.
yeah.
The water-powered energy.
He's gonna have fun with
Tell
this.
me,
So, real
tell me,
quick-
Jesus.
We have a EMF detector, and we've got it
Jesus.
moving around in
Just
the room.
fucking
We're gonna see if we can get anything.
Red.
Robin.
Any cues?
For those who can't see,
It's an EMF.
he has an EMF detector. I can't
And we
see.
have the box, right, on your phone still, too?
Yeah, I've got it on my box.
So we're gonna play that here in a little
You got
bit,
it on your box? Or does this bother you right here?
Oh, jeez.
Huh? You
No,
looked at
plastic
it all
can be
full.
cleaned.
I don't think you can clean this off, big boy. Okay, sorry.
Anyway,
Scrub the
go
mess.
ahead.
So
Use.
the buy.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
goodbye. So I have a question for you, then, Mr. Portal Guy. So let's say.
So many nicknames.
All right. You're gonna have a lot of them.
You'll get a lot of them, yeah.
All right. So one of my incidences, and we'll get into the biggest one later. But one of my instances, like when I was really
Hey.
little. So I was about.
Hey.
Don't let the disruptor
Go
disrupt you.
ahead,
Go.
tell you.
Anyways.
Tell us
But,
these things.
So when I was about 2 years old, we lived with my grandparents because my parents were building their first house. So with my grandparents, really. And
Christ.
yes, they got like 10
No,
kids
you
over here.
no, you come on. You come on, tell me, big guy.
Anyways, so we lived in the
Speak
basement
into the
of
microphone.
my dad's mom and dad's house. In the room that me and my sister were staying in, there was a screen door and a regular that led outside. So the regular door didn't have, any kind of window or anything in it, but the screen door obviously did. So there was one night, I'm gonna try to keep going, but there was
Thanks for
one
your ball
night
device.
when my dad came in to check on me and my sister, and he swears up and down when he opened the door that in the screen door leading outside, in the glass of the screen door, he could see his grandfather in it. And he said it was just like really just angry. So the face was like pure like malice, like extremely mad for whatever reason. But he wasn't like, he didn't like look at my dad coming in the door. He was staring at me and my sister. So like fast forward a few years, I'm now about 10, so it's been about 8 years. And my grandpa was a truck driver, so I was going on a trip with him. It was one summer, I was sitting at school, so I was going on a trip with him. And so I got brought over there. We were leaving at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was over there, and I was asleep on the couch upstairs this time. Still the same house. And I was laying there, and when I woke up, like the room, it was about midnight or so, I woke up, and the room was extremely
red.
hazy. No, it wasn't red, but it was extremely hazy. And it literally smelled like, and I know the smell for sure by now because I've smoked them before now, but like it smelled like Swisher Sweets.
Okay.
And that
Say it
was that grandpa's, that was his favorite fucking cigar. And like, so, and like, when I, like, it was like this whole, like, almost, like, I wasn't in sleep paralysis, but it was almost that same kind of feeling, like, everything was extremely, like, just numb, like, the stomach instantly dropped as soon as I woke up. And, like, obviously, being a little kid, fucking did the whole class thing. I fucking just, like, instantly laid back down on the couch, fucking covered my head, and, like, just a couple minutes later, obviously uncovered, the haze was gone, smell was gone, the room was just fucking just, like, clear. And, like, there's, like, everybody that stays in that house, like, there's always been claims of, like, you can hear, like, fucking footsteps, like, up and down the stairwell and all this, and the biggest thing is, especially like with the face my dad saw, I was like, my great grandpa was apparently like this just real malicious man, like he was real mean, like fucking had like 3 fucking wives, beat the shit out of all 3 of them. Like,
Do you live in that house?
no, see that's the thing is he didn't live at the house. He actually lived quite a bit away.
Did y'all have any of his possessions?
I think so. I'm wanting to say there was actually an old wash basin at the end of the hallway, but it was upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But it had, of course, the wash basin had obviously the tin bowl in it and the mirror.
Fucking mirrors.
Yeah,
Hey. So,
that's a great horror movie, by the way. Anyways,
Fucking mirrors?
The fucking.
Fucking mirrors.
it's just mirrors.
Is this a
Fucking
porn
mirrors.
movie? Is it gay?
It's up there with
What do you
Robin
think,
Hood.
Jesus?
Whoa. So
Don't talk
you
much.
just got he just got scared. The sleep paralysis thing. So I was going through the end of my marriage.
Yeah.
I was
Well, that leads into
sleeping.
another story, but anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, okay. So my bad.
No, go ahead. No,
So
no.
I was sleeping in a recliner,
Yeah.
but it was right beside the bed where my ex-wife and my kids were sleeping,
Yeah.
and I was on my right side. The bed was behind me, and I opened my eyes, and I couldn't fucking move or say a goddamn thing. But I knew if I saw.
Yeah.
You feel.
No, I saw it.
So,
I saw it. It was something standing on the edge of this bed behind me. And I couldn't look, but I saw it.
Yeah.
And it was like, ooh, ooh, and I was trying to scream out for help. And eventually it broke. And it only happened twice. The first time was that. The second time I don't really remember as much. Because, I don't know. But that, I never really believed in sleep paralysis and all this shit. And it was it was just a black figure. And it was fucked. I didn't like it.
Sleep
Yeah.
paralysis is really hard to study
I don't like it.
because no one else can see what
Yep.
you're seeing.
Oh,
here's what I know about sleep
it
paralysis.
was like toes off the edge of the bed looking at me. Like standing over me. Standing on the bed looking at me.
It could have been something you're fighting.
But it also,
That
when you're in a sleep paralysis mode, you're in what's called REM. You're in REM sleep.
Yeah.
And REM sleep,
Is that where okay.
That's what you dream.
Yeah,
where
okay.
your dreams
so
come in.
it's something weird about me. I don't
Remember your dreams?
know.
Neither do
I
I.
don't either.
No.
Unless it's a nightmare, I don't fucking remember anything.
Dream.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, everyone dreams. Most people remember them. There are a few people that don't.
Ever. Like it's been
And
10
if
years.
you don't remember them, you probably are not in your REM sleep throughout the night,
Yeah.
where you are in that dream state. You're probably asleep, but you're not in
You're never in a
that
true
REM
deep
sleep.
sleep.
You're
Yeah.
cleeping, but you ain't cleeping.
Yeah, you're resting. You're
So-
turning off the brain.
I've not had a dream since I deployed. Let's just leave it there.
So there we go. I mean, that could be the reason why.
Yeah.
You
And we
haven't
said that's
had
the
a good
thing,
night's
so-
sleep since you left.
Well, and that's one
Right.
thing, because there again, whether they realize they do it or not, obviously, military, you're trained to do the whole compartmentalized
Yeah,
thing,
sure.
where people that naturally get, well, I mean, we don't really say naturally, but just in other ways get, PTSD and stuff like that as well, usually do it themselves. Obviously, it's a way of blocking out the negatives.
Yeah, sure.
So it's the same thing. So it's like a compartmentalization. I'm sorry, the water's clicking in.
Carp.
Yeah. But
Is there one swimming around in there?
so it's like you dream, but you don't. But you don't all at the same time. Like you either don't remember or you never actually hit the REM sleep stage.
So it feels like once a year, I have like 4 or 5 really vivid fucking dreams in one night.
Yeah.
And I remember parts of them, but not all of them.
But they fade really fast.
But outside of that, there's nothing.
Yep.
It's just blackness.
I'm the same way. Like it has to be something. If like whether for good or bad, if it doesn't shock my system, I don't remember it all.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that I dreamt, unless it's something so fucking weird that's like It's just so fucking weird. The next morning, like, I'm waking up laughing at it, or I'm absolutely terrified, like night terrors.
Speaking
I
of
don't
that,
remember it.
isn't it weird how people like just talking to Jason here? I'm not sure how you guys dream, but isn't it weird how people are like, "Oh, I have a dream," and it wakes me up, and so I write it down, and I'm like, I don't even remember it that far.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. No, I
So
don't.
I'm the
like
opposite.
I remember falling asleep and waking up. That's it.
I can control my dreams, which is really cool.
How many dudes have you banked?
Zero.
15.
dudes.
Oh no!
One dime.
No, I remember telling people this, and they're like, "What the fuck? What do you mean you control it?" Well, I do. I can say things in my dreams and do things in my dreams that I couldn't do in real life.
Well, and then there's things that trigger you that you know you're like, hey, I'm dreaming.
I
So,
do know
and
that.
then
Yep,
you
I do
continue to
absolutely.
control that.
Semi-conscious dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
I've delved, not a lot, but I've delved into astral projection just because I think that'd be cool until you got lost out there and you can't get back. That sucks.
it's a scary feeling.
Insidious.
But you can also do that through meditation, and that's one of the first things that I was taught was don't. That's not how you meditate. One of the first thing I was taught was do not travel too far away from your own body because you could get lost, and it's a scary thought. There's hands that you don't touch. There's places you don't go.
Tickle uncles.
No, just hands. They're just hands. Don't reach.
Are
for
there
the
any
hands.
feet?
I'm not seeing any feet, but I tend to just stay in the room that I'm in. But you can actually, when I used to do it a lot, I would go into different rooms of the house and see what my parents were doing or whoever else was in the house, and not like that. It's not a physical thing. It's more of a spiritual thing.
Yeah,
You connect on
not
a
for you,
spiritual
but
level.
for them it's pretty physical.
They weren't banging or anything. You could have, like, you can go back to your body and then tell them the conversations that they were having. It'd freak them the fuck
You
out.
know what's funny? That's
You-
traveling through energy.
Yeah, you're
That's
connecting
feel.
with a different energy and just following your way through it. That's all you're really doing.
But
And I
he
know it
traveled-
sounds easy.
He traveled to different rooms to people.
Yeah. There's no
Not to
measurement.
microphones or light sources.
Just
it was
people.
through people.
Well, that is a choice.
Well,
That was his only option.
in that plane, you don't know what that is. You don't know that's a light. You don't know this. You don't even know really what people are in that respect. It's more of an energy. You follow an energy, regardless if it's a light or a microwave. It's just an energy you follow. And there's energy, like I said, you don't go to certain places. There's different ways that you should go.
Is it
And
T-Dog?
That's not one.
Okay.
It's not. Hold on a second. Hey, are you gonna be close? I'm podcasting right now.
Manual edit. This is the ghost of John's past right now. Through the energy of his phone, man. That'd be cool as shit, wouldn't
Okay, sounds good.
Terrifying.
Thanks. Bye.
Was she close?
it? Wait, who the fuck is it? She.
So they don't have service where they're at. But she was leaving work, and she has service where she's at. And I was like, "Are you close by?" Like to the point.
Wait,
where
who's she?
My ex-wife.
Now he's not as interesting.
Yeah, it's not as
That's
interesting.
boring.
Still funny though.
Fuck that.
Alright, so we're gonna go back to the whole sleep processing real quick. So just kind of we hit a couple of points in that.
Yeah, because you lost your turn when your ex-wife
Yeah,
called.
see, fuck you.
That was the only reason my answer is because
Wow.
she only gets like a small window.
I wouldn't answer either way. But anyways,
good call, brother.
yeah.
I was about to say buddy
Brody.
and brother.
Brody.
Buddy.
Bruddy.
Jump
Anyway.
ahead,
Man.
So this is the worst experience I've had so far. And it's actually happened twice.
I've had 2 sleep paralysis.
Did any of them involve 15?
That was
Too far. That was too far. It was just Amber.
too far.
That was not far enough.
15!
Oh no!
Isn't it tattooed on you somewhere?
Yeah.
Hold on!
It's
Jesus.
my number.
There.
You gotta break the record so that I don't have this tainted
You can
tattoo.
be number 16.
Hell no.
No.
No, it's gotta be at once.
Absolutely
No,
not.
It's all at once.
It's gotta be at once.
Yeah.
I know. We're gonna get. He's gonna get sloppy 16ths.
Sloppy 16. Oh, God.
I'm good.
Don't you laugh.
Sloppy poppy. Anyway.
Leave me out.
Anyways,
What? Sloppy Poppy? No. I almost cried right there. Ugh. No. I just
We're
thought
just
I,
leaving.
yeah, I
Oh,
might be. Fuck this energy. I'm out. Love it.
Move
Anyways, all right. So,
I'm sweating.
so actually,
This is
so
the
it
most
started.
serious one yet.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it's good.
Damn you, blonde boy.
So the first time it actually happened was actually here. I said actually like 12 times. So that's one
You
sentence.
From now on, I'm
But
just gonna
it was
repeat
here in this house. Because it was not too long after.
This house.
Yeah.
In there, not in here.
Yeah, in there.
Because fucking uncle.
Fucking uncle?
Anyways, no.
Ford
No.
fucking uncle?
No.
Did you
Anyways.
bang your uncle in the Ford?
Is
Before?
that how he died?
Get to the
Oh, is that
story,
too far?
for the love of
Brother,
God.
Jason, I just
Too
heard.
far.
I just broke his heart right there.
That one is a little too far. Because that was a close one. Anyways.
Okay, fuck you, Amber.
You had to bring it back
That's
around.
close enough, right? That's not too far.
Restart this energy.
All right,
Alright,
okay,
so-
rewind.
Go.
Minuet it.
So it wasn't too long after everything happened with the mom and dad, as far as like their divorce and all that kind of stuff. We lived in a trailer for a while, and then eventually we moved in here with my aunt. So it was me and mom and my aunt at the time. I was in the same bedroom I'm in now, and then my mom was in the middle bedroom, aunt's always in her usual bedroom.
I brought him down.
And mind you, I was already 21, 22 at this point. So it's been a while. Whoa.
Whoa.
What's
I'm
there?
not even
Sir,
gonna mention
coming down over
it.
there.
Just manual edit.
So,
I choked.
I was in bed one night, and I got to where, like when I was little, I always listened to like the radio and stuff to go to sleep. I always had to have it on. Of course, eventually transitioned to the TV. So I had the TV on one night, and I was laying there going to sleep. And for whatever reason, there was something about it, it was just like it's never done this before. For whatever reason, it was like bugging me. Like I couldn't. Like there was something about having the TV on that night. It was like getting on my nerves.
Something changed about it. Yeah.
Exactly. The energy changed in the room, and I didn't know what it was. So
Like, garbled.
yeah. So it was getting on my nerves. I couldn't fucking fall asleep, so I just turned it off. And as soon as I turned it off, I remember going to sleep, but like I don't feel like I was asleep very long at all. So I woke back up, and then like I was just kind of woken up, like kind of jarred awake. And I remember like I woke up, looked around the room, and it was like the darkest it's ever been in that room. In that room, obviously, I've got two lights, both of them, like, one has the fucking street light across the way, one has the street light from the fucking neighbor shining in it. So, like, there's always light in that room. I remember it's the darkest it's ever fucking been in there. So I turned the freaking lamp on, and I felt like, so I instantly felt like such a fucking little bitch, because I'm 22 years old, fucking sleeping with the damn lamp on, but it's like, I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I couldn't turn the TV back on, because it was still just something was just just keeping me from doing that.
It's the George Lopez.
Probably.
What'd you call me?
The George Lopez theme song. It was nothing to do with you, George.
Lopez.
Just because you share a name with a much more famous person.
You don't know how famous I am.
We have a podcast, okay?
We're in Texas.
We're about to hit 500. No, we're in 17 states, 11 countries, bitch.
What's the podcast name?
Triple B. Beer by Beautiful.
Beautiful day.
Plug. Anyway, continue.
Anyways,
Plug it in, you motherfucker.
but so I turned the lamp on and
You're
like
gonna get it.
tried to go back to sleep, but like it didn't matter. Like no matter how freaking like how bright that lamp was, and it was one of those like 3 steps. It's like I turned it all up to the like brightest setting, and like it didn't matter. Like the room just was it was so fucking dark in there. Like I couldn't get light enough. To the point that I even went and like turned the actual like room light on, and still for whatever it is, like just fucking dark as shit. So I ended up actually, again, felt like a little bitch, but I couldn't help it. Like, there was just something in there with me. I couldn't fucking help it. So I ended up, like, going in and fucking, like, literally laying down the fucking bed with my mom. Like, 22 years old, and I just, for whatever, I needed I needed
Been there.
someone there.
Yeah.
Different energy.
So, fucking went and laid down with her. And she actually got up. At some point in the night, she got up to go use the bathroom. And while she was gone, all of a sudden,
It was back.
same thing. It was back. Room got pitch fucking black, and all of a sudden, I couldn't fucking move. And I remember, like, I was even, like, fighting to, like, open my eyes. Like, I couldn't even open my eyes, and I remember I was laying on my back. I finally got my eyes open, and obviously I reached for her. She was obviously gone. And I could see in the distance, I could see, like, it looked like it was fucking, like, a mile away. But I could see, obviously, the crack underneath the bathroom door. Like, I could see the light was on. So I knew where she was. But, like, it felt like it was a fucking mile away.
Couldn't say shit, huh?
Couldn't say shit. And fucking couldn't move. And then all of a sudden, I could at least move my head. And I fucking turned my head, and as soon as I turned my head, there was a face fucking like inches away. And I will never fucking forget this face till the day I die. Like, it was not human. Like, nothing, none of the features were right, nothing, like, it was, I always make that joke, and that's why, like, this movie freaks me the fuck out the worst, but, like, it was before this movie even fucking came out, but the whole Insidious thing. It was that kind of face. And I literally, all of a sudden, like, everything came back alive, and I fucking, like, I screamed the hardest and loudest I've ever screamed in my life. Like, to the point I woke my aunt up, I scared the fuck out of my mom in the bathroom, like, it scared everybody in the fucking house. Like, I couldn't stop. Like, she even turned the light on, it was like, they were both holding me down, I could not fucking stop screaming. And then, a few years later, when I was out in Nashville, I was actually there by myself one night. Chris was back visiting his parents here. And it was that all of a sudden I felt that, like, out of nowhere, I felt that exact same feeling. All of a sudden, like, everything got super black, super just dark. Even though I had the fucking TV on, I didn't have that problem this time. The fucking the TV was on, and it got to the point I got up and I had every fucking light in that apartment on. I had the fucking, like, it didn't matter if I was in that room or not. Like, all the way to opening his door and turning Chris's lights on in his fucking room and shit. Like, everything had to be bright. Like, there could not be any bit of darkness.
Shit no more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once I felt that exact same feeling, I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. Because at that point I was there by myself. There was no one else I could fucking.
No safety net.
Exactly.
Do you feel like that was an energy, or was that a projection?
See, I'm not sure, because the thing is with that is, like, there's never been a time I've ever felt unsafe or uncomfortable or any kind of, like, any negativity whatsoever in that house. Granted, like, we've heard things, like, we've heard stuff up in the attic, like, we've heard, you know, and we always play it off as, like,
Squirrels
or fucking, obviously we got the big ass fans on top, so a bird got in, squirrels, fucking, we've had cats get in. I've heard, like, I've laid in bed at night and heard, like, a fucking cats get under my, like, under the part of the house where my bedroom is, and you can hear them down there, like, meowing and scratching around and shit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was obviously sounds that a fucking squirrel or a cat or whatever could make, but we always played it off.
But are they?
What?
Are they cats?
Oh yeah, because we've seen them come in and out from the house. But either way, but the sounds and stuff we've heard, obviously, is like...
Those damn tricksters, man.
Obviously bangs, obviously footsteps, obviously stuff like that. But it's never been...
Footsteps.
But it's never stuff that's like, it never feels bad. Like, it's never like, something's coming to get me. It's always just kind of like, oh, okay, we always play it off as, there again, with... What happened with Randy, we always played off as, okay, well, it's Randy.
That's why they only give you a couple at a time, so you don't feel bad or scared.
Exactly.
Well, you can also feel the kind of energy. Like, if you're standing in a place and you see a shadow go across the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
But what if you're barely conscious?
Well, let me just play this theme out for you real quick. Let's say you're standing at the end of a long hallway.
I gotta pee.
And you see a shadow go across. What do you feel? Do you feel fear, or do you feel intrigued?
Neither one.
Okay, so you're indifferent.
I'm just like, okay,
right.
Fuck that. Whatever.
Just get out of there?
Not even.
So you don't care?
Keep doing what I'm doing.
So you feel no fear. Now, let's say that something is sprinting down the hallway towards you, and you have no idea what it is. You feel fear, or you're indifferent?
If it has any distinguishing features, maybe.
Fear.
If it's nothing, if it's just black or a figure, it is what it is. It's like,
Come take me.
you don't matter to me.
Yeah. So, let's say you hear footsteps above you, you feel the energy around you. Okay, I don't feel threatened. I don't feel in danger.
Hang on. Unless those footsteps are coming from above me, which is an attic, which you have to go to my hallway and climb up into that attic, then maybe a little fear.
Yeah.
I don't ever feel like it's a ghost. I always feel like who's in my, like, it's a person.
Yes,
like,
fear. There's your fear.
Yeah.
I don't
And if
know.
you
I
ever
never
go up there and see that there's
I never
no one
once
there,
go to like, oh, that's
I'm not
a
going up there,
ghost.
first of all.
yeah, fuck the attic.
Yeah, no.
I'll just lock
Fucking
the attic
guy
so they
can
can't
live
get
up
down
there
here.
for all I care.
Like, I'm not going attic or basement right now, okay? Like, we will make sure no one's here inside this floor that we're on sleeping. You're not going up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is,
It's like inviting something to grab onto you.
but did that
to me.
start after the other incident? Or have you always been like that?
What?
Like, okay, so did you
You
only start
lost
feeling
him.
like that as far as like not going in the attic and not going to the basement? Like, did you start having that? Was that like, is that something you've always felt like ever since you were little, or is that something that like didn't start until after the whole demon thing?
Okay, so at my parents' house, I still don't like to go to the basement.
Right.
I'll go into the attic all day long.
Okay. But at Aaron's, it's fuck that. You're on the main level.
I
And that's
slept
it.
down there.
Oh, right, but
Like, I don't mind going down there,
yeah.
but it's like, if I hear something down there, I'm not going down there.
I'm out.
That's the only door that's allowed
Like,
to be closed in George's
any,
house.
Shit, I'm out.
yeah, any other time, I'll go down.
Yeah.
But like, if we're talking like it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and something's banging around, I'm just like, let's lock this door right here.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of stay right here and make sure nothing comes through.
Yep.
So it's a feeling that you can feel when you're in danger and when you feel in fear. You know what I mean? So like what he's saying with the footsteps, he doesn't really bother him. He doesn't feel in danger. He doesn't feel like whatever's up there is gonna harm him or threaten him.
But why the fuck is it up there?
Doesn't matter.
It
My
does?
Curiosity would
It
want to
really
know
does.
I wanna know. Like,
Yeah,
what are-
our curiosity, and because we've been into it for so long, we want to go up there and be like, "What's up here?"
Yeah.
But for a normal everyday person, it's like, "I don't got time for this."
Yeah.
Doesn't
Is it,
matter.
well, okay,
Well,
so
see, that's the thing,
I'm,
but like
I'm in
we
between
know
on this
there's
one.
nothing there.
Yeah,
That's the thing. So it's like,
I'm in between. I'm like,
I don't like that.
I'm not necessarily in danger just yet, but I'm
might
also
be.
not going up there.
Yeah.
Like, I might be in danger, but I'm
I'm
not gonna go see if I'm gonna get closer to danger that I might be in.
He's not gonna be a typical white kid in the fucking
Not
horror
everyone,
movie.
Yeah.
not all. of
Pow,
us
pow,
are
pow.
psychos,
Who's
like-
shooting out there?
Shoot first, ask questions later, that kind of thing.
Yeah, not everyone is as psycho as we are.
The only reason why I think
You have no idea.
you
Different
specifically,
Yeah.
Jason, I'm talking to you right now because no one knows unless I tell you say your name.
They're about to have sex. You're on the leave right now, like,
When you're
Give them some
alone,
privacy.
yeah,
Yeah.
these both of these incidents happened
we're
to
gonna
you.
hear some footsteps.
Yeah.
What was going on in your life? You don't have to be specific about it, but what was going on in your life at that
Some
point?
screaming.
And those two
For
specific
him, for sure.
points that
He's
could have
used to it.
caused some sort of
Anal
darkness in your life. Anything
Amber.
that you can think of?
Oh shit! I didn't. But that was just natural. Lots of stuff.
I mean, that's the thing, is like the first time it happened, it was after everything with my parents. I'd already come to terms with it.
That.
So it wasn't a thing. But that's the thing, but it wasn't like a thing of,
No,
it
no.
wasn't something I was dwelling on anymore.
I don't believe that.
I really wasn't. My mom was. I will say that. Like, she,
That energy.
and that might have been, like, it might have been something that I was feeding off of her. Like, I think that
You
could-
still do. Not your mom, but like you still.
other people,
you're
yeah,
still
definitely.
there.
You feed off your mouth.
That's the only reason why I think
You breastfeed
a
still?
projection makes a little bit more sense to me in that part.
Wouldn't you?
And I think, like, because the whole Tennessee thing, like, that was, like, I was just having kind of like a rough time then.
Trying to get.
So I think it was a being alone thing, and all of a sudden just kind of brought back
Yeah, to that
specific
moment.
feelings that all of a sudden it started like setting back in. And I think really at that point it was not wanting. The freak out was more not necessarily not wanting to happen again, but at that point it was already knowing I didn't want to invite it back in. If that makes any sense.
So I feel like
100%. Yeah.
Yes.
you're making yourself anxious, and it's not that.
Hmm.
It's that. It's the parent thing.
My first question when you told us that story is, what do you remember what you did that day, the first time it
It's the
happened?
parent thing. There was no closure there.
You might not even know. Here's the thing.
Right.
If
It's
there's
the
an
And honestly,
energy,
man, I actually do remember. Like, I actually just come off of working. At that point, I was doing production work, so I just come off of working a long ass fucking week. I just come off of doing
Stress.
a fucking festival. So yeah, I was like at like fucking a couple actual like 48-hour days in that week.
Yeah.
Well,
40-hour
Very
days?
little sleep. Yeah,
Wait.
40-hour days, like literally
40
nonstop
hour-
for
40-hour
48-hour
days.
days. Yeah, like nonstop
Oh.
for 48 hours straight.
So,
No sleep.
It's like duty in Afghanistan.
give me 1 second. The second time that it happened, do you remember what you're doing that day
Yeah.
before it happened?
Well, it wasn't 15, was it? You don't have to say that.
It wasn't that.
That would bring out some demons.
Whoa.
right
It
there.
was actually before 15. But
Okay.
The night
That's
before?
what caused 15.
I'll never see that face
Oh.
again. I'll see all these other ones though.
no, that one I don't like.
Hello, Malcolm.
I don't remember exactly what I did that day before that one. I just
Do you know
remember
if you were like working really hard or stressing over something?
I was definitely like it wasn't like stress. I was just kind of. It was just really dark. I was really depressed.
Okay. Because my theory was with this whole sleep deprivation, or not sleep deprivation, but the
Paralysis.
sleep paralysis thing. Do you remember what you were doing when you had sleep paralysis? You were obviously very stressed.
Oh, yeah. I
Sleepless
was
nights.
about to be
It's very stressful.
losing my kids, essentially.
Yeah. I'm wondering if sleep paralysis is a mixture of you worrying about something so bad that your brain can't turn off.
And trying to overwork yourself
But also,
to forget it.
yeah, but also trying to relax at the same time, so your brain doesn't know how to do both things at once. So your body's asleep because it needs it, and it's desperately trying
So,
to rest.
I think
Funny enough, I've
he's more
actually-
like me, and he's not. He wasn't trying to relax. He was trying, but he wasn't.
yeah,
He
So-
knew he wasn't.
That's the thing. It's funny enough. I've done it to myself without there being leave it. I've done it to myself without there being any. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily any negative
context.
thing, like any negative side effects to it, but it's more like knowing that was happening. Like I've laid there. I've been so exhausted physically before and mentally, but yet the mental I'd already gotten that fucking like that, second jump of energy, if you will, but only to my brain. Like my body was already
Yeah.
fucking gone.
So
To the point
that's
that I
what
was
I'm
laying there,
thinking.
I could literally feel it. Like I could feel the whole every limb, one by one,
Just
every
numbing
fucking
up.
finger, toe, everything, just that
You
whole
even have trouble breathing.
fuzzy feeling kind of coming over. Yeah, and I could literally feel it wasn't like trouble, but I could feel it.
Almost like
the
I could feel my
start
breathing
high.
change.
Am I
could-
breathing or am I not breathing?
Well, no,
What's
I
going
felt
on?
it
Yeah.
change to the sleep breathing. I
Yeah.
felt it change all of a sudden it half timed.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden it was instead of normal breaths, it was one
Very shallow.
and then another one and then one
Yep.
and then another one.
Yep.
But I couldn't control it. It just kind of shifted to that, and I had no control over it.
yeah.
But I was but
But your brain just
it
can't.
just would not shut off. Like I was
See-
wide awake, my eyes were wide open. But luckily, it didn't get to the point I could still talk and everything.
Yeah.
And I could slightly move, but I could obviously feel like it was getting to the point that it was about to be fucking just locked down.
I feel like you could always talk when someone's not there. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like if someone's there, that's when you're not able to talk anymore.
What if you're
That's when
not
it's gone.
talking, but you think you are?
You're trying to.
Yeah.
I think that kind of comes out like
You're
the whole
not,
talking
but
in your
you're-
sleep
you're
kind
trying.
of thing.
Kind of
Yeah.
in your head.
See,
but
that's my.
don't- you're not
I have a
listening.
theory
Just
about
walk 'em
that.
out.
Is
Yeah.
what that is subconscious, but you're
Yeah.
still somewhat conscious, and that
Right.
happens. I think that happens every time you fall asleep.
Yeah.
But most of the time, you're
You're just not awake for it.
like when you're trying to fall asleep and you're laying there with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what's actually happening right before you fall asleep.
Possibly, yeah.
Well,
and just-
Colin
So the
has
in between.
full-on conversations.
That
in
kind of
his-
limbo.
when he's sleeping.
Yes.
Well, see,
I
see,
agree.
that's the thing. I'll
Yeah.
do that too. Like, if you wake me, even though I don't dream and all that kind of stuff, I'm such a deep sleeper that, if you wake me up but don't fully wake me up, if you don't make
You'll
me
have a
move,
conversation. Yeah.
yeah, if
Yeah.
you don't make me actually
Been
physically get up out of bed, I will lay there and have a fucking conversation with you. I've literally just laid there and talked to my mom for a fucking hour before, and I have no recollection of anything I've said.
I walked in the front fucking door the other day
Yeah.
at 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
And Colin is asleep in his bed.
Yeah.
I unlock the door, open the door. He sits up. What the hell is going on? I'm like, relax, it's me. I'm home.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna fucking stab me or something.
Yeah.
I was like, relax, it's me. I'm home.
Too bad.
Closed the door, locked it, turned back around,
Gone.
Yeah, he doesn't remember
and
anything.
he doesn't remember any of it.
Yeah.
So I think
feel-
that might be.
I feel like that moment in your life, to me, that was a projection of what was happening to you in that moment in
Yeah.
both of those instances. And that second incident, more specifically, because you didn't want to revisit the first one,
Yeah.
you freaked yourself out a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Like I said, I almost know for a fact that it was a thing if I didn't want to invite it back in.
Right.
Whatever it was, whether it was just bad energy or it was a demonic thing or whatever, I didn't want to.
You did not want that in.
Yeah,
your
no,
life.
I didn't want to not want to
Ever
fucking
again.
lay there and
Yeah,
say
exactly.
welcome. Fuck that.
Whoa. You've done that once.
So I'm
15
gonna.
times.
It's getting kind of late. I'm gonna just tell the story that I have. I think it's fantastical in a way.
Fantasia?
And then we're gonna do some readings real quick on your box.
What?
We're gonna read my box.
We're gonna read his box, and
One book at a time.
it'll actually speak to us and
It'll
tell
say
us
words.
if anything's saying.
It's called an ovulus for those who are at home and know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly. And I'm gonna wait just a few minutes, and we can edit this out in a minute. But until he gets back in, I'm gonna share the story. I know it's getting late. I'm not trying to be here all night.
Yeah,
I mean, I would love to
don't
talk
lie.
all night, but we have to work tomorrow. Some
y'all
of us have to work tomorrow.
Sorry, I have to go to a funeral.
It's only 9:18.
We usually wrap up about 9:30, somewhere around in there. Whenever George gets tired and wants to go home and play video games.
What a lucky fucking dude.
And then he'll text us at midnight and be like, "We're playing Zelda," and we're like,
Go the fuck to sleep.
"We're asleep, dude."
Well, some of us. Usually I'm still awake.
Yeah.
I don't sleep.
Yeah, I'll probably be still awake at midnight. Did everything come out okay?
We're waiting on you.
Did you pause it?
No.
No.
We're just gonna edit some of this out.
Hello! You don't have to wait on me.
Well, I'm gonna tell a story, then we're gonna listen to Marcus's box.
Okay, you tell a story.
Yes.
I'll tell a story
Oh, you have another one?
from today.
Oh, okay.
It's not really.
No, this is a
like
ghost
this.
story.
Yeah. Well, it's just more of a. I think dude might be about to die if he doesn't get to the doctor type deal.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Do you want to do any beer thoughts in between there, or you want to wait?
Do you?
I definitely want to hear them.
I don't know. I'm not gonna do them all. I'm just
hit
gonna do
us
the
with
good
three
ones.
good beer thoughts, and then I'll get into my story. Then
Three?
We'll talk to Marcus's box.
3 whole ones.
3 whole ones. Do we have the intro ready?
I mean, it'll have to be inputted. but
Ready?
yeah.
Ready? And silence for. Okay.
Welcome back to.
All right.
All right. So I got one that you don't even remember. I guarantee you, and it's from last week.
Okay.
So on Monday of last week, we were at work, and you were gonna save it, but Amber made us not have an episode last week, so I guarantee you don't remember it. But you were laughing your ass off at something. You're standing there by the wrapper, and what this says is John's funny thought from Monday morning.
That was the intro that I did with the ghost reference, the movie.
Was it?
I did do it. Yeah.
Shit! He's been thinking about it for 2 weeks. High five! High five! Good job.
That whole thing has been in my head.
All right,
Us
so-
three just holding each other, making a clay pot
Wow.
with Unchained Melody playing in the background.
Wow. Okay.
So another one is
That's a shirt.
which I think most of us have probably heard of this or
I'd
just,
be hiding in the background of that shirt.
Yeah.
yeah, you're hiding somewhere in that closet.
I'd rather be hiding in the closet than hanging out to 3 other dudes making pottery.
You'd watch it though, wouldn't you? You
hide
fucking
from
closet
it.
bitch. So I think we've all thought about this a time or two, or have heard it from someone, maybe a comedian or whatever. But like, are we aliens to the fish we catch? Like we're abducting them. And then we're like, nah, you're good. You got a hole in you now. Here you go.
And then we eat some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we must be terrifying to them.
Right?
Just like aliens are to us.
Right? Like, can you imagine
We're
a being
aliens.
that's way superior to you in every way, and they're able to just cast something out, and you're like, "Hey, what is that?" And you grab it just out of instinct.
Please don't ruin fishing for me.
So what's the equivalent to sharks?
Oh, this
though?
is a good one, I guess.
What's the equivalent to sharks? Because sharks eat people sometimes.
So recently, there's been like a
Cannibals.
fucking
Arm movement?
several events of killer whales killing great white sharks.
That's been
That's
going
people
on for a
killing
long
people.
time.
Right. But it's happening more often, and they're beaching.
That's because
But
there's
if-
less blue
But
whales.
if the fish are people, that's just people killing people.
But hang on. The great white shark gets killed by the killer whale, and for miles and miles, other great white sharks stay away because they smell that or
Right.
sense it or however smell it. Probably do they
Yeah.
smell?
Yes.
yeah, they
smell.
smell.
So they're like, yeah, fuck whatever that was. Goddamn
Not going
aliens.
there, yeah, aliens. So the people are killing people, and we think it's aliens killing people?
Yeah.
Or it's aliens killing people.
That's what I'm saying. If we're the aliens and they're the people, sharks sometimes eat the people in real life. So that would be the people eating the aliens. When have
Sharks are
we
just
ever done that?
more superior.
Yeah,
to-
would we ever see a more advanced species killing an alien? Like, we're gonna interact with that species first, which is a step above us,
They'd still be aliens.
not the one above them,
True.
because they're way too advanced for us.
Gotcha. Next.
Boom. All right, so this is actually a fucking question for Blonde Boy 20 here.
Days.
Blonde Boy 20.
Days.
BB 20.
Days.
You're like 8, but plus 12. Hey, yeah. Hey.
Everybody did it.
Still days.
So, if you had never seen any of us, the three of us, you didn't know any of us, you just heard our voices on this podcast, what would you assume each of us wore in our daily lives as far as
God.
outfits? Just one outfit. It doesn't have to be a...
So if I didn't know any of you,
Right.
Yeah.
Just based on our voices. Is that a good one?
That's a good one.
I would-
That's a deep thinker.
I would see you wearing pretty much exactly what the fuck you're wearing right now,
Okay.
except for with a cowboy hat,
Okay, so what would that be?
boots, jeans, and a shirt.
Okay.
Any dirty shirt.
Yep.
Dirty shirt. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be clean yet.
Jason, I see you as a skinny jeans guy
Yes.
through your voice.
Yes.
Through your
Yep.
voice.
Yep. No.
Well,
Don't.
people
Don't
be
justify.
surprised.
Don't justify.
No,
Just
I'm saying through your voice, you're
Yeah.
skinny jeans, dude.
No, okay. Yeah.
The baggy t-shirt skinny jeans guy.
and a backwards hat, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay with that.
For you,
Yeah, you
Oh,
know me
God.
pretty well. So.
but if I didn't,
Hang on. What about Jason's footwear?
like Jesus sandals,
Okay.
not quite
Does he have a hole in his ankle?
at all times,
Wow.
Yeah. Them nails are
and then like
rough.
a foot that he can take off so he can fuck it.
No, he would just be.
Now you're
fucking
thinking
up.
outside the
Okay.
box.
No. Just okay. Now how about John over here?
I see you wearing all brown, brown shorts, brown like button-up shirt.
Does he say what can Brown do for you? Like that?
Never heard him say.
Almost hyperventilated right there.
Calm down.
Jesus.
Box.
Yeah, I just see you wearing all brown.
All
Just from your voice, you just seem like an old Italian guy.
Mamma mia!
right. Don't ever say
So we're
that.
talking
You
about
did!
Brown bowling shirt kind of deal? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It says
Probably
fucking
the old,
Jeanish.
like the old mafia type.
yeah. It's a brown bowling shirt that says Papa's Pizza on it.
Yeah.
That's their sponsor.
Mamma Mia's pizza.
Hunt's
Hey,
mozzarella.
so I know that was 3, but I got one more. Just blew my mind because me and Aaron were talking about travel and shit. So from essentially the coast, you got two ways to get over here. Fucking 70 to 40 to 85, and then Anyways, so from the coast of North Carolina to Gastonia, it's about 5.5 hours driving.
Yes.
From Charlotte to California, flying is about 5.5 hours. 5.5 to 6. Direct. Now, think about that. In the last 120 years, we went from walking to horses to fucking... Well, maybe we had horses before that, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Walking horses, trains, automobiles.
The mechanics. In the last 120 years, we went from barely being able to get across the fucking state to flying across the country in the time it takes to drive across the state to aliens. Boom.
You know what's really crazy? We had tanks and trains before we had cars.
And automobiles.
Cars. So yeah, you're technically right.
Nailed it.
If that's what you want to call that, sure. Nailing it.
Wow.
Right on the head.
Waterheads.
Nailed it. Let's see if I got any good ones. I don't think I do.
You want to listen to my box?
Let me tell my story real quick because this is a story that every time I tell it, it gives me like the weirdest goosebumps.
One more beer thought.
Go for it.
So you have made Jason with his basically and obviously and like and have made me pay attention
To what you say?
No, not what I say, but when I listen to interviews and shit. And I noticed one today.
Uh-huh.
Those fucking trigger words that Jason has, like obviously and blah, 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 and all that
Basically.
shit. So Tom Brady, I listened to an interview today.
Actually.
Shut up. Right?
Disruptor.
His is you know. He said it it was probably 6-minute interview. He probably said it 50 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I've started paying more attention to that because it's fucking hilarious, and I know I do it too.
Yeah.
We
Ladies
all
and
do.
gentlemen.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. What was the one for Gimba? No. As far as
for you, yeah.
Oh, for yours.
Yeah, as far as, yeah.
Mark's is oddly enough.
Oddly enough, yeah.
well, I'll be.
That's not one.
That's the blonde boy here.
That I've never once said that.
I just heard it.
All right, so last
I've
ghost
never
story.
once said that. Oh, well, I'll be.
I'll last ghost story of the night, and then we'll listen to Marcus's box.
Yeah, because we got to go because it's 9:30.
Yes. So when I was a child, I lived in a house like most children do. In that house, when I was little,
How about the homeless children you insisted on?
Good childhood you had.
Bravo. Fuck them orphanages.
I said most children. I had an imaginary. I was the only child, so I had an imaginary friend, and his name.
Jacob.
Do you remember his name?
Hell no. I wasn't there.
Josephine. Joseph.
Cooper.
Was it?
Hold on. So my imaginary friend's name was Cooper. I played with him all the time.
Did you
Him and
call
I were
him-
buddies.
You call him Coop?
I don't think he knows the story, so I'm going to tell it right now, and he's going to freak out.
Did you tell me to shut up?
No. So
Move it closer to your mouth.
So when I live with my mother, who I no longer speak with, and that story has been out there a few times. And when I moved out, I got married, I had children. I got a Facebook message from
Not a Cooper.
my mother's daughter. She had children after I had left. Wanting to get in touch, just to, hey, I'm your half sister, that kind of stuff. You know what you do on Facebook. So I messaged back and didn't really want to talk to my mother, but was interested in her life story, how it went when she was a kid with my mom and stuff. And she actually lived in that same house that I grew up in. Talked for a couple of days here and there, a couple weeks here and there, maybe a month or two here and there. And
A lot of here and there's.
in a random chat,
In Orlando.
she mentioned,
Shout out.
hey, just so you know, Cooper says hi.
Block.
I immediately thought that my mother had told her that I had an imaginary friend. That's where my mind went. She said she had the same imaginary friend.
Want to hear some even crazier shit? So did I.
That's the crazy part.
What the fuck's wrong with your family?
It's a demon.
So there's a Cooper that is in our family somewhere that
I did not know that.
I know.
So help me, if you fucking turn that thing on and it says Cooper, I'm the fuck out of here.
So we're going to turn on the box now and see if we can figure out who Cooper is. So get ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
George.
we're going to play with Marcus's box.
Do you guys want to see the books her mom brought us? No, you go ahead. But
Otherless on.
Crank that, soldier boy.
I have.
There it is. Leather bound.
What was your uncle's name?
Randy.
The one that
Ford.
passed away in the truck.
Yeah.
Those are cool as fuck.
Funny enough, his last name was Ford. Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I got nothing.
Calm.
Come.
Oh, come!
Would be the first thing it
I'm not
says.
going there.
That would be the first word it says.
Okay, it doesn't have to be C-U-M. He could be like, come here.
Why is that the word during our freaking podcast? The first word that comes up.
Well, that's it for the obvious. Damn it, Jason, you ruined everything.
That's right.
15.
Like the only thing that's ever happened in this room. Come.
It's not said shit since then. It said come and left.
Came and went.
That's what normally happens.
Oh, fuck me.
it.
That was funny.
We might not get anything else.
How about Roger?
Roger?
Randy.
Randy Ford.
What? No, Roger is my dad's name.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought I was talking about Ford.
Stupids.
Yeah, we're supposed to know that.
Big old dumbs. Little
So,
old dumbs.
okay, is there anyone here that would like to speak to us? Any residual energy that would like to come through and have a conversation with us, or even just a few words? We are open and ready to hear what you have to say.
Tell us a word, man. Besides come.
Measure.
What is going on right now? Well, thank you. We got the word measure. Put some more words together.
So
Maybe we
we
can
need
figure out
to.
what you want to say.
So we need to go measure what?
Yeah, it says come again.
Come measure what? What are we measuring?
Where? Where do you want me to go?
Tell us what you want.
You want to hear the spirit box?
Are we measuring the?
This is the static electricity in the air.
So do we need to measure that? Got a slight blinkage. Oh,
It's like
For
blinkage.
Jesus.
I swear if that thing lights up red, I'm not eating.
Well, thank
I
you
had
for
it.
those words.
Yeah, thanks.
We'd love to have some more if you're out there and you would like to.
They called
communicate
Colin
more.
a jerk last time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This is all the words I've gotten on it.
Wow.
so go back. You dirty
It's on
whore.
Still,
It's on.
Call him a whore.
Yeah, say whore.
That'd be awesome.
we know we don't want you to perform tricks, but if you could just communicate with us a little bit and give us some insight on what you want to say.
What if I poke and prod? Incest.
We're probably not saying anything.
Incest over Jesus.
Would be why it started out with come. Huh?
tell me more about our Lord and Savior Jesus. What if he says Jason Bangs right now? Would you
I'm
leave?
also leaving. Yeah.
Yeah, I would leave on that one, probably. That'd be fucked.
Well, didn't you choose him over Satan?
Yeah.
So
Still, doesn't matter.
Still fucked him.
Hail Satan.
what? That's
Whoa.
you can't say that.
I just did.
Manual edit.
I'll leave that in.
Oh, please don't leave that. We're already not gonna get monetized.
Holy
Jesus.
Maximum. Maximum what?
Come measure maximum.
Dick.
George is right there. It's
Come measure this maximum dick.
It's 14 feet. We already know.
Oh, it's just 14.
At that point, it's just
Yeah.
a chore.
I wonder if this entity listens to our podcast.
If it's here, then
First words were come.
That could just be residual from when Jason's in here alone.
Yeah, look at all that. You know, get a black light and see what happens. You don't want to see it.
Let's
If
not
I
do
grab
that.
a black light and
Let's
come
turn
back
the
in
lights
this room,
down.
Let's not
I'm
do
never
that.
going on this podcast to do
Let's not do
that.
that.
Yeah, I'm not
That's a
gonna.
bad idea.
This is my chair too.
It's just fucking illuminated.
Slide.
You put the black light on
Wait,
it.
Tell you what,
white
It's
paint.
the whole.
Next time you have that dark, image thing going on, come in here with a black light. It'd be great.
You won't remember.
You're like,
the
come everywhere. I mean, no. Oh God.
Oh,
Easy, Vader.
Jesus, Darth.
Tell him to say something, Darth.
Are you? Do you like Darth Vader? You a Star Wars fan?
Were you even alive when Star Wars came out?
How
Were you
old are
in
you?
Star Wars?
You want to hear the spirit box?
Sure.
Ovilus. Off.
Oh God, I thought it was saying words. I was like, what the fuck is an ovilus?
That's
That.
the thing you're listening
Obvious
to.
off.
No, have you seen the legit
Yeah.
fucking? We need to get one of those. They're expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
But they
We need the Ouija board first.
Yeah.
we're just gonna have all kinds of fucking demons up in this bitch.
Nope.
We'll hang sage.
I was gonna say, I'll fucking, there'll be, sage in every fucking corner of this damn building.
Yeah.
I'll tear it down and eat it.
Don't be alarmed.
I love this thing.
But why are we starting fucking Mortal Kombat here?
Is anyone here who wants to talk to us? No. I heard it say no.
I heard hi.
We would really like a response. If you could talk to us, that would be really, really nice.
I heard Hitler. That's not good.
Heil!
Also residual from here.
Heil! Shit. You don't even know.
I'm here.
You're here? Where are you right now?
Do you have a name?
Can you tell us your name?
Jason is freaking the fuck out.
Nope.
Nope.
Tell us your tell us your fucking name.
Called you a pussy.
Well, you ain't wrong.
The second you stopped talking, I said, pussy.
Whoa. Someone playing the trumpet.
Can you tell me my name? I can.
I heard faggot.
I don't think
That's just you.
that was you saying it, yeah.
My name is Marcus. Can you tell me my name? I keep saying I can.
Well, then say it.
Yeah. Tell me my name.
Say hi to Jason. Did you say hey?
No.
Say hi to Jason. Whoa, God.
If you're here and you visited us at any time,
Did you just say Jacob?
You just said Jacob. And then it laughed.
There's a lot going on right now.
So all this is doing is scanning through radio frequencies. Yeah.
Picks up fucking words and shit. Say hello to Jason.
Hello, sir.
Oh God!
sir, Jason got a response.
You want to say something?
Nope. I'm good.
Jason says hello.
Hello, Jason.
He's freaked out.
He's
Oh,
shit
yeah.
himself. He's a pussy.
Yep.
Where you been? Oh, it's your buddy. The face.
Too far.
He just literally dropped the turtleneck chair.
She's like, where you been? Don't turn the lights on.
Turn them off.
And do it, yeah.
What?
Turn them off.
Turn them off.
I ain't no bitch.
I
I'm
am.
afraid of a phone. Yeah.
There's four
Hey,
dudes
everybody.
sitting in a room in the dark.
The lights are off right now, everyone. And we are sitting here in the dark listening to Spirit Box.
Jay. Whoa.
Do you like it better with the lights off?
If you want to speak directly to me, you can speak directly to me.
Say hello to John.
John's
What's up? I'm willing to be touched too. I don't. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
I completely don't mind. I had said something. I couldn't quite catch it though.
I didn't hear it.
Jason is terrified.
You call George another dirty word?
Call me something, bitch.
A cunt.
Yeah, nailed it again.
Your vocabulary is excellent. How old are you? Numbers are very hard to understand. How old are you?
So George is over there to our right. He has a machine that will measure if you are there next to him. If you just walk by it or touch it, you can make those little lights go off. We would really appreciate it.
I think it said, I'm gonna do it.
That would make us so happy.
Here, I'll hold it up so it's easier for you, bitch.
Oh, it just went off. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Oh, you are so cool. Thank you so much for doing that.
That's fucking... Do it again. Don't be a bitch.
All you gotta do is reach out and grab it.
Or you can
Reach out and touch faith.
touch George. He likes being touched.
Yeah, fuck it. Whoa, you and your what?
Biggers. I'm pretty sure I heard biggers in that one. Is Jason asleep?
Jason is not having a great time
He's
right now.
checked out right now.
Yep.
There you go.
Nope.
I did that earlier, so that was crying. I did that earlier, so that's probably a false positive.
Yeah. It's probably just all the computers and everything, the Wi-Fi.
Keep in mind there's electricity that runs through the
There's
walls.
no electricity there. It's like right here. Which...
It's really not even reading either.
MILF?
MILF.
How old were you when you died? 10.
10.
You have a deep voice for a 10-year-old.
It's not using its voice.
Sound like a bitch to me.
Pain?
To hell. Sound like I'm so cold.
Why are you cold?
Is there anything we can do to help you?
Sound like nope to me.
Yes, sir. Can you make that light up again?
Boom.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to point out that you did not move that.
That stayed in one spot the whole entire time. There was nothing else around it, and it lit up right as you said it. That's a direct response.
That is an intelligent spirit or entity.
Thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Fuck off. Do it again. Don't be a bitch. Show us some lights. They don't respond well to negative.
No,
No.
you're trying to provoke. is
Yeah,
what you're
fuck
trying to
'em.
do.
There it goes again.
Do it.
I appreciate you doing that.
I don't believe it.
No, it's totally moving.
Cold.
Shit, that was a clear no.
Yep.
I don't think it likes you, George.
I agree.
It's hovering around George for sure.
Bring it.
Can you reach out and touch George, please? George is the one in the
Wow.
white shirt.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Are you being touched, George?
Fuck off.
Thank you very much.
It might
for
be
that.
my tickle uncle.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was
No,
the best
he's-
response I've ever seen. Ever.
I really wish we were recording that.
What? Are you okay over there? Maybe they're touching Jason.
I think they are.
They
What are
usually
you
touch
doing?
the most vulnerable one in the room.
They don't want it.
Well, the reason it's the
Come to
most
me.
vulnerable is because you're emitting the most energy. You're
Come
emitting the
on.
most fear
I'm
right
freaking
now.
the fuck out. Yeah.
Come
You're okay.
to me.
No,
Nothing's
no,
gonna
just-
hurt you here.
Yeah.
Leave Jason alone. Come to me. Don't be a bitch.
Can you reach out and touch my hand?
This is fun.
This is awesome.
Just because Jason is losing his shit.
Yep.
See, stuff like this doesn't bother me. This is cool.
Give me some lights, motherfucker. Come on. Don't be scared. Like Jason. Yes, really.
Really?
Yes. Do it. Is it really again? Yes,
So
really.
said, are you really?
Do it.
Let's
Nobody
say another-
cares.
One more light, and then we'll leave you alone.
No.
There it is.
Oh, there it was.
Thank you very much for that.
I'm not gonna leave you alone. You keep fucking
You can
turning
follow
these lights
George
off.
home, and
Yeah.
you can turn on his lights at his
Yeah,
house.
I'll be driving Jason's car tomorrow. So we'll just
Fuck
leave.
you.
We'll leave you in there.
Fuck you.
Oh my god, it's flying off right now.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Oh,
for that.
thank you
Yeah.
for showing us the light.
Just attached to his fucking mirror. Mirror.
Murr. Ah,
Ow.
Okay.
that was so much fun. I could do that all fucking night, dude. I love that stuff.
Well, I'm leaving.
All right, well, that's the end of the episode, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we love you.
See ya.